Hello everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome. How's everybody doing today? Ah! Oh gosh. I have so many things on my desk right now. Okay, cool. Glad that wasn't the knife block. So I just ran around my kitchen just like grabbing random stuff to draw today, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see if I end up successfully drawing any of these things, but I am in an undisclosed location. Yes, I know. I need to put something over this AC vent. It's not the most ideal corner of my living space to be streaming from, but it is the most out of the way. So, you know, this is where it happens. I know this lovely AC background. I really gotta figure out, I mean, I'm open to ideas. I don't know. I don't know what I could put over it. Maybe like a curtain? I don't know. Anyway. Well, welcome, everybody. If you haven't seen me stream from here before, this is my living room. This is my at-home studio space. It really is just the corner of the living room. My little tiny desk, trying to be out of the way. But I'm here because a couple reasons. One, it's easier. It's easier for me to stream from here in the morning. Two, it's snowing outside. I did not feel like going to the studio yet. I wanted to warm up a little bit because the studio takes like 2 hours to warm up when it's cold like this. It's like 10 degrees outside. But then three, I'm also having internet issues at the studio. So if I only have one stream today, so I figured I'd do it from the place that has reliable internet and not put you guys through a bunch of stream droppage. So yeah, still, I'm kind of considering pushing back the stream with VODs tomorrow. I feel bad, but I feel it. I don't know. I just feel like it's not going to be a good viewer experience, but we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, so welcome to my living room. You know, until the internet gets sorted, there's even a chance I may have to stop doing afternoon streams and just do morning warm-up streams. But I really don't want to have to do that. I don't know. It's just it's very frustrating. So I'm just kind of, yeah, I'm thinking about doing that. Order from here. Well, the thing is, my afternoon streams, I start those right when my roommate would get home, and I'm trying to be out of the way for my roommate. I mean, I guess if I knew of a time when she wouldn't be home until later, maybe I could do an evening stream from here, but typically, unless she's out of town, I don't stream from, unless she's out of the house, I don't stream from home, so just out of trying to be respectful, since it is in the living room. The other option would be to move this desk back into my bedroom, but that's, no. No. For personal boundary issues, I need to not have my entire workstation in like 2 feet from my bed. That's just, I already have trouble not working all the time, so no. Or like, no, yak. Listen, if I could afford to have my own place, I wouldn't even have a studio probably. If I could afford this place by myself, I need to be making twice what I'm making now to be able to afford this place. But yeah, I would love to make one of the bedrooms a studio, because that's what it's for. And just only work from one location would simplify my life a lot, but it's just not a feasible reality right now. Although we'll see. We'll see if my roommate moves. I don't think she's planning on moving out anytime soon, but there's always that chance, so I may have to. Anyway, we're not going to worry about all the ifs and ands and buts right now. Just wake up, walk 10 steps, and turn on the PC. You have it next to your bedroom. Yeah, next to the bedroom would be fine. That would be totally fine. It's having it in the exact same room that I try to sleep that's a problem. So I don't know. But that's more stuff to consider for the future. I'm mostly just trying to get the internet thing sorted. I'm really thinking it's like a router issue. So I'm hoping that I can get my hands on a new router. I might have to run it by the people and just see. And hopefully that solves it. If not, then I may have to stop the afternoon streams. But anyway, I don't know. I just feel like it's such, I mean, kudos to you guys who like stick it out through those drops and stuff, but I just feel bad. Like, it can't be a fun watching experience to have to constantly refresh a stream. Like, half the benefit of streams is that you can just leave them on in the background and not mess with them. So I feel really bad that keeps happening. Anyway, let me scroll up and say hi to everybody, and then we're gonna do, actually, so this is from yesterday's studies, did some swords yesterday. There's the one that I completed a little bit more. Yeah, everybody's had tech issues, but I just feel bad. Especially, I don't know if science is here. It's a cable problem. So I'm actually wireless at the studio, but I've been using the same bounce signal wireless setup at the studio for years. It's never had an issue. It's always been like the best internet I've ever had. So my only guess is that it must be something like the router failing. That's kind of my last ditch guess. So I'm probably gonna text the landlord folks over there today and just be like, hey, do you guys have a newer router that I could replace this one with? Or maybe I'll go get one. Drops happen, but Ulodin, I don't know if you've been around for the afternoon streams from the studio. Any stream from the studio. It's not just occasional drops. It's like last night it happened 5 times in 6 minutes. Like it's like an internet interruption, like a regular internet interruption. It's not good. And it's been going on for a couple weeks now. Anyway. See, this is why if Science comes in here, folks, you gotta tell them Casey can't partner push. Her internet sucks. She can't hold lurkers, therefore cannot push. Anyway, let's scroll up and say hi to everybody. Do I have a way to plug in the Ethernet? My PC tower is plugged in with an Ethernet cable to the router. The router is receiving a bounce signal though. That's the Wi-Fi part. So I am hardlined, but I'm hardlined to what's essentially a boosted signal. So it's not a hard line all the way across. It would cost a lot of money to make it a hard line all the way across, and that's not something me or the landowners are interested in paying for, because it's a pretty large property. Okay. Let me scroll up and say hi to everybody, and then we're gonna get started. If you want to participate today, the topic, this is kind of a different topic for the art gym. I haven't done one quite like this before. It's gonna be objects from the kitchen. So here I've got, such magnanimous things as a paper towel roll. We'll see if I can do that. It's actually probably gonna be more complex than it looks. I've got a knife block. I've got some apples. One of them is got bad spots on it, so I was like, maybe I can try to do a bad spot. See, it's got a brown spot on it. But I don't know, that might be a texture challenge. I have also, a very, very fancy peanut butter, not sponsored by Jif, but peanut butter jar, a spoon, a plate. I just kind of pulled random things, since I don't want to unplug any appliances and pull them all the way over here, but you guys have the benefit of being able to walk over to the thing you want to draw and go draw it. So if you've never done an observational study from any appliances in your kitchen, maybe today is a good day to try that. You could draw some cabinets, you could draw light fixtures, whatever it is you're seeing in your kitchen. If there's something that has an interesting shape or shine or texture, something that you think you could learn from, that's my challenge to you today, if you'd like to take it up. If you're not in a place that has a kitchen, of course, some people are watching from work, and you'd still want to participate, you can always pick some references. There's my reference board if you need it. Go find something you want to study. Use this time however you'd like to follow a tutorial or draw from observation. Just look at something around you. It doesn't have to be a kitchen. I just picked this topic because I thought it would be fun. But we'll see. Maybe it's terrible and we all hate it. So anyway, let me scroll up to the top and say hi to everyone. Casey Poo, hello. Good to see you first today. Silval, hello. Amaze, how are you doing? I'm glad you like the music. I always just ignore the 6 in your name. Am I supposed to be pronouncing that? Octo here, hey, how's it going, Octo? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Let's see, loading in, hello. Nemiza, oh my gosh, there's so many cool art streamers in here today. Nemiza and Octo here, hello. And of course, Amaze is also an art streamer. Welcome. Frozen Yak, hi, also. I know we were kind of talking earlier, but Buckaholic, hello. Germsturm, hello. Stream from the pavilion near the Snapchat. What pavilion? That sounds amazing. Actually, my roommate does have snapdragons in the summer, but not right now. Everything's dead right now. If we were to go outside, it would be very dismal looking. Hey, Squirrel! Oh my gosh! Or Squirrel! I remembered. It's Squirrel. Squirrel's another cool art streamer you guys should be following. Raga, how you doing? Paleo, how's it going? ZBrush, welcome. Man, lots of folks in here today. Let's see. Scrolling. Objects from the kitchen are model of a horse, a mini car, and a human face. Wait, what? You have an interesting kitchen, Raga. It's the engineer. No, I appreciate the attempts to help, Frozen, for sure. I'm never gonna turn away help. I need all the help I can get sometimes. They've been bad for a few months. It's unfortunate. Oh, the internet drops. Yeah. Well, I try squirrel. See, I still want to say squirrel. It doesn't help that my squirrels are outside right now. It's always, whenever it gets really cold, they always come begging like little puppies. They're like, it's really cold. Can you give us an almond? And I'm like, yes, I can do that. But now they're sitting out there in the snow, like, trying to find me. It's very sad. So I have to look away. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with this peanut butter jar. I feel like that will be a fun one to start with, maybe. And then if I hate it, I'll switch. Trying to get honestly, the biggest problem with this setup is the lighting. I don't really have, like, I have this light that's over me right now. It doesn't really cast strong light on objects. And usually when I'm doing a still life, I like to make like a really strong lighting source to kind of really get some values and stuff. But I threw open the window back here. Hopefully that will help somewhat. Okay, I'm glad you don't mind. Before I forget, I'm gonna give some shout outs. You guys should follow Squirrel and Namiza and Octogear and anyone else in the chat who is an artist. And then of course, if anyone wants to draw along today, I will, you know, give shout outs to anyone who streams if we show your work on the screen. So, okay, let's see. I think I'm gonna start with, I'm just gonna do like a regular brush. One of these days, if I can ever get back to the studio, I really did want to do more traditional media studies for these warm-up streams, but I don't know. I tried to do, I don't know if you guys can hear my upstairs neighbors stomping, but they literally, I swear this guy above me walks on his heels. Like, he has to be. Nobody, it's like, I don't understand. It's only stomping. Okay. Like, he's like shaking the walls, and he's not a large person. It's like, how do you not notice? I don't know. Okay, kitchen objects. There we go. And then I'll get another, I got a shout out for Octogear, and then we'll go in for Namiza here in a little bit, but thank you all for being here. And Palo, I don't know if I'm going to be stopping the afternoon streams. It's just something that I'm thinking of while I'm having these internet problems. It's impressive because even as a large person, it takes thought and effort to shake walls as I walk. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, literally all my stuff on the wall is shaking. It's like, are you not... I don't understand. What was my favorite sword to draw? I struggled with all of them. So I'm going to say this one. I'm going to say Sloppy Salamander's sword, because I had fun with the shiny bits. There's really good, like, lighting right here. That was fun to study. To think about, like, how the different imperfections in the metal are catching the light differently. Like, you can see little striations right here of, like, curving light, how the metal is just slightly bending the reflections of everything around it. So that was fun to study. But as far as the sword itself, I mean, they were all hard. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it, Sloppy. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it is shiny. Okay. Kitchen objects. Let's see if my Huion wants to play nice today. Should make a prediction. Will the Huion need rebooting? Kitchen. Nope, it didn't today. Look at that. Good look at you, little Huion. Kitchen. Hey, Esol. How's it going, friend? You guys should also follow Esol. We were just talking about you, Esol. I was lamenting about my internet issues at the studio. I'm really worried about it impacting tomorrow's. We're having a co-stream. We're supposed to have a co-stream, for anyone who doesn't know, between me and Esol tomorrow. Esol is an incredible oil painter and has generously offered to show me the ropes with oils and invite you all along. But I'm just a little worried that it's going to be bad connectivity-wise, and I don't know if that means I'll have to, like, restart the virtual camera every single time. Like, I just feel like it's going to be so annoying. But we'll see. Maybe it won't affect the stream at all. Yeah, it's annoying. I was actually just talking about how I might stop doing afternoon streams until I get it sorted. It is really nice, that trick, Raga, if you're still here, thank you for that trick, Raga, and how to test the internet signal. I've been running that anytime I'm at the studio, and it's definitely dropping whether I'm streaming or not. So I'm actually leaning more away from it being an OBS thing and leaning more into it just being like a wireless connection problem. I think it might be the router. So, but I appreciate you, Raga. That's been super helpful. And I was able to tell that to my landlords at the studio so they could pass that on to the people in the house. I don't know if they're using it or not, but it would be a good way to know if their internet is having drops too, because if it's their internet too, That means whatever the master, I guess, modem might be failing. Anyway, but all that to say, guys, I'm hoping that Issa and I can stream tomorrow, and I guess we'll just have to say, maybe we can talk about this tomorrow or something in DMs, now that my DMs are working again. I'm just a mess. I'm so sorry, Isol, that you... I don't know why you agreed to co-stream with me. I obviously don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, maybe, it may just be something, or if it gets really bad, I'll just direct everyone to Isol. Just like, watch Isol oil paint. We'll try this again some other time. But we'll see. Yesterday it held out for like an hour before it had any hiccups, so it seems to be random. I don't know. It's really frustrating though, for sure. Kept losing. I got some generous raids yesterday. I'm sure I lost all the lurkers with those drops. So just yeah, frustrating. Anyway, yeah, I hope it will be good too, loading in. We'll see. I'm gonna try. I think we're gonna try, but I just feel bad for Isol. I hate for Isol to, you know, commit to co-streaming with me, and then my, you know, your co-stream partner just can't get their internet together. I'm glad you believe in me, though. A poor internet strengthened by the better one. Better together, power... Yeah, power of friendship. Germs, I like the way you think. I hope it works that way. It will have to be the power of Isol's wonderful internet and enthusiasm that holds the stream together. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea what the problem is. I'm trying to figure it out, though, for sure. Okay. I'm just, since I don't have any, like, you guys aren't really going to be able to see my reference other than what I showed you all, but I'm going to start with this peanut butter jar. And I guess I'm just going to draw, I'm just going to draw the peanut butter jar, and we'll see what happens. And the nice thing about drawing from observation like this is I can't color select, right? Like, I have to kind of challenge my brain to choose the colors I'm seeing. And you can make that easier, obviously, in some ways by selecting, like, say, a white object, you know, like this paper towel roll. But even the white object, like, it's getting some bounce light from this green on the Jif peanut butter jar that's right next to it. You know, it's got some bounce light from the yellow lights that are around here. There's all kinds of little small reflective and bounce light situations happening, even on white surfaces. So, yeah, challenge yourself. You think it'll be fine? Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I appreciate your optimism. I would be curious to see how close I get on this color, but this is my guess for the color of this. I'm going to turn it to where you can see the... Oh, there's not enough room on this desk. Let me move this for now. All these random kitchen objects on my floor. Okay. But yeah, if anybody wants to pull some objects from around them and do some observational drawing, that's the challenge today. If you're not feeling up to that, of course, you've always got the two-dimensional references, but it is a lot more challenging in a lot of ways to draw from an actual object, because you're taking something that's not two-dimensional and you're making it two-dimensional. So your brain has to work a little bit differently. It's good practice, for sure. And it really forces you to kind of carefully observe what you're seeing. And think about proportion, and think about texture, and think about how light is bouncing, and how the surrounding light in the room, or in the space that you are, impacts that object, right? But Isol and everybody, I hope you're all having a good day, otherwise. Other than it being Tuesday. I don't know why I have something against Tuesday right now, but... Glad you're doing super. Gearing up for stream, nice. What are you working on today? Tell us all about it. May work on your charcoal piece. Oh, nice. Fun. Watching Easel do something not in oils, folks. If you guys want to catch that, make sure you follow. I imagine most of you are probably already following, but if not, you're missing out. Hold on, let me pick a little color palette here. Cheating. One of these days I'm gonna be a cool kid like Easel and draw things in traditional media. Like I said, I really was hoping to do more of that this month, like do more of these stream topics, but you know, traditionally instead of digitally, just if for no other reason honestly than to just use up a lot of the traditional media that I've got in my studio. But dang internet problems. In a few weeks, you'll be starting a massive hyperrealism oil painting. Ugh. I mean, I don't know how you do it, quite frankly, Easel. I just feel like the amount of focus that it takes to work in hyperrealism. Like, I'm already wanting to be done with this peanut butter jar. And it's like barely even started. Part of that is I just also, you know, that's why this is the art gym. Still lifes are not my happy place. I'd like them to become more of a happy place. I will say I think studies are becoming more of a thing that I don't know if enjoy might be a strong word, but like value differently maybe because of all these studies. So thanks again everybody who hangs out and keeps me accountable to do this. Oh, hard to hear me with music. Yeah, this is a loud song. Let me turn it down. It's so funny because the next song is probably going to be like super quiet. You won't be able to hear it at all. I would ask if it's better, but that song just ended. Here, let's go to the next one. Let me know if that's any better. There's like 4 tracks on this playlist that somehow have the volume equalizer turned like way up. And then like I'll turn it down and nobody can hear any other music. It's so frustrating. Oh my gosh, Struble! Hey, welcome. Oh, and look, my alerts work when I'm streaming from home. See, just another reason I should just stream from home and give up on the studio. It's not really, but how was your stream? What did you get up to? Thanks for rating. And you guys go check out Struble as well, if you aren't already following Struble. We are curling peanut butter jars germs, right? I think I like adding in the objects as characters telling a story. See, I don't think of it like that at all. That's a good mentality though, Easel. How was your stream, Struble? What did you get up to? If you have any art you want to share, feel free to drop it in the chat. If you have to raid around though, that's okay too. Pale Peach Iced Tea, hello, welcome in. Thanks for coming in on the raid. And Marker Plays, hello. Thank you for coming in as well. And Elove, hello again. Oh, thank you for that follow. Sorry, I can't see who it was, but thank you. Let's see if I can find it. Lady B Arts, thank you. Sorry, I just realized all my streams are running in the background, so that's super exciting. I'm so good at this streaming thing. When does that happen, guys? When do you start being good at streaming? How many years does it take, would you say? Look at those chickens. Oh my gosh, Evil Turnip, hi, how are you? I love those running chickens. Struble, have I ever showed you that we have similar, not matching, I actually like your chickens a lot more than mine, but we also have running chicken emotes here. You're doing a fundraiser this week for World Central Kitchen. Oh, that's awesome. I hope it's going well. That's such a good idea. Well, if you want to share any capybaras, of course we would love to see them. But that's awesome. Good for you. I hope you raise lots of money and help the world. Sounds like a great cause. There it is. Thank you, Buck. Well, we're actually doing warm-up studies right now. I know it doesn't look like much. Let me show you the one from yesterday. We literally just started. I'm drawing objects from the kitchen, so I literally just grabbed a bunch of stuff from the kitchen. It's like this peanut butter jar I'm drawing right now. But here was yesterday's. We pick random topics to do studies of. The idea is it's kind of like you know how you need workout buddies sometimes to show up to the gym to work out. Well, it's kind of like that with like art and reference and studies for me. So that's why we call it the art gym. It's kind of like you need accountability buddies to get yourself to make those art gains and actually do the less fun part of art, at least for a lot of us, the thing we all know we should be doing, but we just don't do very often. At least that's me. I don't know about you, but it's better with company. Misery loves company, right? So that's why our theme is we're here to get the bad drawings out. We're just openly acknowledging that we're all gonna be drawing things that maybe we're not confident with, and we're struggling together. So at the end of stream, if anybody studies along with me, it doesn't have to be my theme that I chose for the day. It could be something else, like we did butterflies the other day, but you could do an older one. If you need ideas, you can always do figure studies and gestures. That's always a good one, I feel like. But whatever you study today, whatever you're drawing, show it at the end of stream, then we'll show it off. We'll show it off together. And so if anybody wants to be a part of that, hey Boo Wolf, how you doing? Here is the Discord. You can go post your studies in the art gym as long as they're work safe, you know, TOS, non-breaking, and studies from some kind of observation, whether it's real life observation like I'm doing right now, just drawing something you see in front of you, or drawing from a two-dimensional reference image. It's all welcome as long as the majority of it should not be imagined, just because we're trying to do the tough stuff of art making, which is the non-imaginative observational. We're trying to train our observation eye so that we can become better artists from imagination. That's kind of the whole goal. But that's just what I do in the mornings. In the afternoons, I do more like project-based stuff. So sometimes I'll do sculpting. So here's a sculpture I made on stream of Parasaurolophus. I like to dabble in Sculpey. It's usually in the last stream of the month that we do that. You're on it with Melemony and Elove, and you've already raised, oh my gosh, $1,200? That's amazing. Wow, congratulations, Struble. I love that. That's so incredible. Fantastic. Thank you for doing that. That's awesome of you to donate your time and your monies like that. I'll make this a little bigger. I have a graphic novel. Anyway, this is just the kind of stuff that I do. So if you like watching artists work on projects, this is what you can expect here. Most of the time I'm doing digital illustration. I'm trying to get into kids' books. And so we are work safe, family friendly for that reason. Because I just in case somebody from the industry pops in, is thinking about hiring me for a kid's book, I want to keep it relatively family friendly in here. Kind of PG, G-rated. But thank you guys for that. Usually we're just pretty chill, hanging out, drawing stuff, nerding out about animals, that kind of thing. I'm glad you like the Dino Weasel. Your PC crashed, Octo. Oh my gosh. We have been talking about tech issues while you were gone, so you haven't missed anything. And I do Sea Slug Dragon just like a creature design challenge on the first Wednesday of every month. So anyway, that's me if you haven't been here before. Thanks for being here. Back to drawing objects from my kitchen, namely this peanut butter jar. You need to step away and rest. Okay, yeah, well, enjoy the rest of your day and enjoy your rest, and thank you for the lurk. I appreciate it. And thank you again for the raid. That was really kind of you. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And congrats again on the awesome fundraiser. That's super cool. Doing some studies based on milk calls. Okay, so art studies. I've been thinking about doing like a master copies one, because I also think master studies are really helpful. Like style studies can be really helpful. I feel like most of us, I don't know, I'm curious about what you guys think about this, because I go back and forth on doing studies from artists, especially living artists, and I don't think Milt is alive anymore. Milt is one of the 9 old men of Disney, by the way, for anybody who's like, who's that? Any animation nerds out there know who Milt Call is, but I don't know, I feel torn about it, because I think you should be doing that. So, like, outside of these observational studies, everybody who wants to develop their own style should also be doing style studies every once in a while. I need to do style studies. I haven't done those in a long time. I struggle with doing them on stream. Unless it's like like somebody who's deceased, then maybe a Muha, or like some of the like Renaissance masters I wouldn't feel weird about, but like some of the more modern, especially if it's like a living artist, I don't know, what are your thoughts on that, chat? I feel like, because style studies, it's helpful to know what real life looks like, and then it's also helpful to study and see how other artists have interpreted real life, and then like somewhere in that jumble you kind of end up finding what you like drawing. And so most of us, I think, learned how to draw that way, right? Like, I mean, I definitely did style studies of pretty much every Disney animated movie. I didn't know I was doing that. I would just like pause the video and then just draw from the screen, you know, like what I was seeing. And so from a very early age, I kind of adopted a more Disney style, and I had to kind of work that out of my system actually in college, and I still sometimes struggle with it, because you end up kind of trapping yourself in what's called a schema, like an artistic schema, where it's not so much a style as it is just like your default way of drawing without thinking, and I'm hesitant to like re-encourage that in myself. But I don't know. I'm very curious what you guys feel about studying. Hey, Raga, you found the schema counter. Nice. That's new, by the way. I don't know. I think you have to have a balance, right? I'm curious. I'll read chat in a second, but I'm curious what everyone's thoughts are on style studies, because I thought about maybe doing one for the art gym, but I just don't. I feel like those are the things we do anyway a lot of times. Do you know what I mean? As an artist, like I would definitely have way more fun in some ways, just like doing style studies, because that's the exciting part of art, right? It's you're drawing from someone else's imagination and you're kind of seeing how they imagined reality. So I don't know. I get torn about this. I've thought about doing a master studies though. Maybe I would just make the rule that it has to be a dead artist, because I also feel weird about streaming a style study of a living artist, because then it just feels like, I don't know. It feels like I would need I would want to ask permission, but like I wouldn't know how to, and I think I'd feel really weird. I don't know. I'm torn on that. But yes, everybody should be looking at other artists too. At the very least, looking at other artists' work frequently to kind of see how people interpret things, how they use texture. People studied Da Vinci when he was alive. That's true. That's a good point, Octo. And this could also just be me being weird. Like, let's not discount that possibility. I am kind of strange, but I don't know. I've gone back and forth on that. I'd be really curious to hear what you guys think. In fact, let me scroll up and just like see, because I know some people said some stuff. Let's do style studies. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you can. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I feel weird streaming it, I think, is the problem. I think everybody should do them, but it feels like something we're already doing anyway so often. Like, you almost can't help but draw. And like if you watch a lot of anime, you're just gonna intrinsically start studying anime style. Like if you watch a lot of Disney, you're gonna do that anyway. If you read a lot of comics, it's like, I don't know. I'm really torn on streaming it specifically. Let's see. But I hope, all that to say, sorry, Squirrel, you just set me off on a little spiral, indeed. But I hope your milk call studies are going well. That sounds really fun. Yeah, the way lots of artists stylize faces. I'm in a same face syndrome rut. Yes, I've felt that way with my creature art actually lately, and realized it has been like years since I really looked at other creature designers, like studied them, even if I wasn't drawing them, just like looking at how they handle shapes, what kinds of features they pull into their critters. Just kind of reinterpreting nature in a way that I'm not doing. And I realized the other day, I was like, man, I need to do some more like creature designer studies. Like I haven't done one in years. So that might be something, but that's like something I feel like I would do off stream, because a lot of the creature designers I would be looking at are people who are definitely alive. I just feel strange streaming that. I don't even want to give the impression that I'm like, because like some people are gonna look at that and be like, well, aren't you just copying? And it's like, I don't want to have to go into that every time somebody new pops into chat. Anyway, but it's definitely something I encourage, because yeah, you don't want to fall into that same face syndrome. Yeah, that schema, as some might say. Yeah, of course, Dribble. You need a new PSU. It's been pretty bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. So is it your CPU that's failing? Or you had to study his work all the time? Really? Interesting. Were you an animation major, Blue Wolf? Also, did I say welcome? Welcome, Blue Wolf. Yeah, studies are very important. If you're not profiting off copying someone's work, I would encourage it. Yeah, as long as you don't claim it as yours, post it online without you know, credit. Definitely don't ever do that without credit, but I just feel weird streaming it for some reason. It's probably just me. You did a sleeve study, but you're only able to finish one sleeve. I rendered a metallic fabric. Oh, wow. Yeah, but like studying metal, like that's part of why I wanted to do swords yesterday. Because like I don't draw metal textures and effects often enough, and like finding the shine and like figuring out how to render that in a way that I can like remember is like this part really helped me a lot, because like looking closely at the metal, it's like, oh, there's these little fine white lines that kind of ring these darker areas, and that's how you get that reflected bent metal look. So like things like that I can log away, and you can do that with style studies too. But yeah, metal is tough. You did a whole sleeve, like a metal sleeve, that's wild. Yeah, studies help. I definitely never did them enough until I started streaming them. Yeah, you always drew off Disney as a kid. Exactly, Struble. I think a lot of us did. So that's what I'm like, do we really need to make a special stream for it? Because I feel like that's not really, that's almost like easy workout at the art gym. not easy, but like, I don't know. I need the accountability to do the tough stuff that's not fun. Like, I would never draw a sword if you guys hadn't been here. I'd be like, hey, we're supposed to draw swords today. So like, I have to do it. Figure out how to study efficiently is the best. That's true. Maybe not getting distracted by chat every 5 minutes would be more efficient, but that's okay. You guys are great. You don't usually do it. Actually, the first time you've done a style study for you, it's oh, it is the first time you've done one. Wow. It's something I have a really established way of drawing. It feels too restricted. Yeah. I need to work on that with my portraiture for the human face. I don't think it's an issue as long as you acknowledge whose art it is. Yeah, that's true. I could just have like a big disclaimer at the top of my screen. I think my fear would just be like somebody being like, oh, this artist is copying. I don't know. It's a dumb fear. The internet's dumb. But it's also scary, and I fear it. Technically watching you, we're subconsciously studying your style. True, that's true. And that's why I like to shout out lots of artists, because there's a lot of cool artists here. On Twitch, and I learn a lot from the people I watch on Twitch, and I think it's super cool. How would I describe my style? I have no idea. I don't see my style personally. Like when I look at, I don't know if other artists feel this way, but somebody told me, I don't remember who it was, somebody told me that they could tell when it's mine because there's certain shapes that I tend to use, and I guess I can kind of see that in my creature design, but like to me, I don't know, like to me, like this image is extremely different in style than this image, and I have a hard time, like maybe with the animals, I could see it with the animals because I definitely tend to use round shapes when I do creatures, but like just the style of the background is like I don't, like, and these were done less than a year apart, you know, like, I don't know, I think I'm still trying to find my style. I don't think I would describe it as anything, frankly. Let's see. What about coming from the other angle? You get hired at Disney and have to draw Mickey Mouse, but it has to be just... So that's different. That's like, I'm learning an IP for a company. Like that's, technically a master's, yeah, absolutely, Octo. Yeah, we all did master studies as kids. You were an animation major, okay. Hey Kismet, how you doing? Comic artists are often used as inspiration style guides, as long as you're aware of who is influencing you, yes, and what direction you're going. Give credit where you can. See, I have some art friends that get really deep in the weeds on this topic, and maybe that's why I'm overthinking it. But I know artists who have gotten very... Maybe you guys know people like this too, or maybe you are somebody like this. I mean, all perspectives have their validity, right, and experience. But like, I have a friend who basically took herself off the internet because she felt like her style was getting copied so much, and she felt was hurting her ability to get work because people were able to give basically a similar style for less money, I guess. And so she felt like she was being ripped off and basically like unable to make a living if she kept posting art online. So she went totally offline and worked with private clients who she already had like established customer base with, and kind of survived off of that until she started working in the industry. And she, to this day, it's been over a decade, she has not come back online. So, and I've seen her work, like her style has changed over time. And I still feel like, personally, even though these people were like copying the elements of her work, the design aesthetic of her work, like I could definitely see where the copying, the uncredited copying specifically was coming from. Some of it too, I think, was just like, everybody was pretty young at this time. You know, it's like this was happening when it was like early DeviantArt days, you know, everybody was kind of in high school or early college and was kind of like the kind of the early times of online art sharing. And I don't know, even back then though, I could still tell that was not her. That was not her work. And it felt like to me, it felt like a knockoff of her work. But she didn't see it that way. Which, to be fair, she was way more directly affected by it than I was. at least in her own perception. So I don't know, it becomes like this weird, like, okay, but do you credit every time? Because we're all being influenced constantly by the things we see. And so if I, in every image description, listed all my inspirations, some of them are subconscious. Like I could be subconsciously drawing inspiration from something I have no idea about. And so like then, like, I don't know, this, it kind of gets kind of in, like in the weeds and a little bit hairy, I think, that conversation. But if you're doing it intentionally and not crediting, that's a problem for sure. I knew if I just studied from life more, I would still just stylize it in the exact same way. Yeah, that's true. So I need to see things from someone else's perspective. Exactly. Yeah, no, style studies are super helpful. I think it's just me streaming it I feel weird about. If you're not deliberately trying to steal someone's art style and merely adopting certain aspects, it's fine. I've seen some copy an artist style to the point I thought it was their side account. Yes, and I think that was the problem my friend was having. Like, she felt like people were confusing the artist. And to be fair, the artist was very skilled. It became very skilled and did have a lot of those same elements. It's just it's a strange thing. Yes, you've seen folks make a career of taking someone's art style that rubs you. Yeah. What is our style other than the love letter to the art we enjoy? That's a good way to put it, Octo. Good composers write, great composers steal. Smikes. How you doing, Smikes? Good to see ya. Good to see ya. Yeah, it's making it your own. I mean, all art is theft, basically. Steal Like an Artist. Yeah, I've heard of that book, yeah. I just think it's an interesting thing to think about. Talked to an entertainment lawyer before. Since people are human, we all have similar upbringings, so nobody really copies exactly, but 2 or even more people can have the same style without it. Yeah, there's a word for that. Like, it happens not just with art, but it happens with like technological advancement. Does anyone know that word? I'm gonna keep drawing this peanut butter jar where we chat. Now that I'm caught up with chat. It's called, it's like when 2 discoveries made at the same time by people who are like totally unconnected to each other and don't have any influence in each other's spheres. There was like mathematical advancements in like the Mesoamerican world happening also in Egypt, sort of thing. There is a phrase for this. No, not convergent evolution. There's an actual, like, I want to say it's like a psychology term or something. Time for you to lurk. Okay. You should have at least 5 different artists. Yeah. No, I agree. I think it's a good thing for sure. Have a good lurk. Yeah, sorry to suck you into the conversation. Gotta head off part for stream. Have a good one. No, there's nothing new under the sun, right, ZBrush? That's like a saying as old as time. Yeah, that's the term for 2 animals in a similar ecological niche, developing the same traits. But this is something that's specific to human development, and human technological development specifically. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting to talk about. It's interesting for me to hear other artists' perspective on this too, because I know it's something that we all deal with in one way or another. And everybody's been affected. You know, I have never been affected by it, but I don't really feel like I have a distinguishing style. So I wouldn't even know if somebody was copying me, because I don't know if I don't think I have like I have projects that I do in a certain style, you know, but I don't have like, this is how I draw things. like my dinosaur stickers were done in like a very comic book, like graphic, like hard-edged sort of a style, but that's not how I always draw. I just have trouble picking. There's too many ways I want to make work, I think. And I don't know how to... I do think it hurts me in some ways though, because I don't feel like my art is super distinctive. Like in so many ways I feel like I'm still developing, you know? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just haven't done enough studies. Oh no, you're fine, Octo. I knew what you meant. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate the convo. Best single word is synchronicity? Yeah, maybe. You had one person go, nice style, I'm gonna steal it, smiley face. Oh no. And I was honestly so distraught. Yeah, I think it hits different too when you're full-time artist. Like I've been full-time very briefly, but while I was full-time, I was still developing. I feel like I've never really stopped, and I don't know how to, I don't know. I just don't know. I just don't know if I have a style yet. I think I just like drawing stuff. I think I'm still in my experimental, and like maybe that's why I'm struggling to get into the industry. I did actually get I went to a portfolio review with like a pretty big name, Big 5 publisher, art director at a conference one time. And that was kind of one of the things he said to me. He was like, I feel like you're still looking for your style, and then once you find it, you'll be great. but right now there's not a lot of like cohesion. And I really feel like I've really felt that way for a long time. It's not that anything I'm making is necessarily terrible. It's just that I think it's like a hiring issue. It's like, you know, if an art director wants to hire me, they're not really going to know what they're going to get. I mean, if they told me that they wanted me to work in a certain style, I could do that probably. Especially if it was one that I already had in my portfolio. It's like, oh yeah, I'll do it that way. But it would be nice to have something that felt like, this is how I draw, or this is how I paint. And I just don't think I'm there yet. So for whoever it was that asked me how I would describe my style, I don't know that I could. Not cohesive enough. Yeah, I think it's an issue. Probably the closest thing I have to a style I would say is like this more painterly type thing. I kind of developed this style when I was still teaching. Actually, I wanted to make a comic. I wasn't doing anything creative and I needed something that I could do quickly. So I would say if anything like this sort of like brushy, quick and rushed might be a style that I prefer. But I don't know if I'd call it mine. I think I would just say I like to work in it. But I think I've been trying to do more pieces like that are kind of in that more brushy, because I have fun with it and it's fast and I don't have to worry about details. It's when I start like over refining things that I start to get frustrated with my work. It's like this one, I definitely overworked it, I think, a little bit, and I started to get really frustrated with it. Because like these hard edges, especially like up here, like that just doesn't match this. And so it just ends up feeling unfinished. And I think that's part of why I don't like that piece as much as I tried to. I don't know. It's all a journey, I suppose. And the other end of that too is like nobody wants to be told, in some ways, like nobody wants to be told, I think, that like, oh, your art reminds me of X. Unless, I don't know, I guess maybe it depends on the context, but like, especially if you're not intending that, it's kind of frustrating when you feel like you've spent time developing something and it turns out that, I don't know, there's nothing to really set your work apart, I guess. Especially in like a highly competitive industry like this one. I don't know. It's an interesting topic. Yeah, that's part of why, yeah, Blue, that's part of why I don't know. That's part of why I've been trying to like rebuild my whole portfolio and just like pick a more that brushy style. I'm like, all right, I know I enjoy this. Let's just move forward with that and see if I can make a series of images with this style. Because I think there's something to like an art director looking, because they see, you know, thousands of portfolios a week. And it kind of means that maybe they'll be able to look at mine at a glance and say, okay, I think like here's the type of thing I can expect from this person. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe give them a shot and give them this job and see how it goes. It depends on your end game too. Amaze says he takes comparison as a compliment. And I think it depends too. Like if somebody compared me to somebody that I really enjoyed, then yes, I'd probably take it as a compliment. But I feel like for me, a lot of the times it's like, oh, this reminds me of this X insert thing I've never seen, or like insert artist I've never heard of. And I'm just like, oh, well, I wasn't trying to do that. So I think it depends on the context, at least for me. Ouch. The one with the dolphins reminds you of one of your favorite animations. Oh, Nausicaa? Oh, nice. See, I've seen that. I was not thinking about Nausicaa, but I don't mind that because I admire Ghibli. But that definitely wasn't the intention. I can see how I think there's like a scene, and now that you mention it, I think there's like a scene in Nausicaa that might be kind of similar. But the whole like juxtaposition of like large to small is pretty common in like a lot of fantasy media, so I wouldn't, yeah. I think I've seen Nausicaa once when I was in high school. I just remember being very green. That's really all I remember about Nausicaa. I was like, it was super green, and then it was very dark. And then there was a lot of orange, maybe, in like one scene. Maybe there was like a lot of something lit by orange. I just remember the colors of Nausicaa, maybe. Green, blue, and windy. Yes, very windy. There was also like some cool, like vehicle design in Nausicaa, right? Okay, had to drink all the water, sorry. Just realized how dehydrated I am. We are about to be in an ad break, so I'm probably gonna pause as soon as the ads start, and we will do a little stretch. Oh, thank you for the hydrate again, Raga. I will do that. Let's see. I think that's why we should do a style study. However, if we do style studies, it's important to 1, learn how to stay on model, but also 2, really study what parts of the style to draw. Like what Ethan Becker. I haven't watched an Ethan Becker video in a while. He said study the shapes and maybe take that, or study the line work and what you like there, and even down to color choices. Yeah, for sure. But I feel like some of that's intrinsic. Like when you're looking at other artists' work, those are the things you notice. Oop, we have an ad. Okay, we'll pause this conversation. And let's do a stretch. So for anybody who can hear the sound of my voice, we're just gonna stretch during the ads. I was really bad about this yesterday, so I'm gonna try to not cough and die. I was trying to stay on top of it this time. Sorry for the coughing. But yeah, if you want to stretch with me, one of my favorites is a posture stretch. So you can like arch your back and kind of push your shoulder blades together and hold. And this is gonna be sort of something that, you know, can fix your back muscles and neck muscles, kind of strengthen them a little bit. Hold for about 20 seconds. You're gonna push really hard. Like somebody described it once as trying to crack a walnut between your shoulder blades. So do that, and then you can drop your shoulders after 20 seconds, and that should, in theory, kind of straighten up your posture over time, the more often you do it. And then you can also do, like push your neck back and kind of like flex those neck muscles to sort of prevent tech neck, I think is how I've heard it described. And then of course there's also the carpal tunnel stretches. So just do whatever stretches you need. Get some water, get a snack, whatever you need to do. Oh. My favorite carpal tunnel stretch is this one, in case anybody hasn't seen that one before. You take your hand, point it down, and then pull your fingers and your thumb toward your body gently. And that's going to kind of flex those tendons, basically, in the wrist. This music is also extremely calming. Makes me feel like we should be doing yoga or something, even though I'm not a yoga person. I don't know how to do yoga. So I might actually run to the kitchen and fill up my water bottle really fast. I have 1 minute left, so BRB. Any more water? Okay, water is acquired. I think we are almost back. Perfect. I also found a piece of candy. Very exciting. I guess I should hydrate since Raga told me to hydrate. Okay. I think we should just about be back from ads. Let me know if anybody was in ads and can now hear me. I think we're back. Yes, maybe. Should be back. I'm gonna fix this edge of this peanut butter jar while I wait for confirmation. But I can, while I'm thinking about it, I will add to the Discord ideas. Let's see. Study suggestions. So one was instruments yesterday. Style study. What else have we got on the schedule? Hey Z the Best, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. I think we're doing back and shoulders tomorrow, which will be good. That's been one I've been needing to refresh on for a while. Pangolin, whales, figure drawing, cars. Wait, did I put cars on 2 days? Oh, cars and cats. Okay, cars, cats, hands. Cool. I want to do more environment stuff. Style study. What's an environmental thing we haven't really studied? Storms, maybe? We've never specifically studied mountains, I don't think. But anyway, if anyone has study suggestions, things you'd like to study, I'm gonna pin this little thing to the top of the stream event chat, and that way I can always find it, and then I can just add to this list as people suggest things. How do I pin things? What are you doing? We're doing the art gym right now. Oh, thank you, Maze. I don't know why I couldn't find the pin. Oh, there it is. Okay. But yeah, let me know if you guys have specific things you want to do. Okie dokie. So the best, we are doing something called the art gym. It's like a community draw along, basically. It's like a workout. Different days we do different things. Like yesterday was swords, doing sword studies where we try to study images of certain things and get better at them. We've done butterflies, we've done human gesture studies, animal stuff. Today I'm drawing from observation. So the reason we call it the art gym, the idea behind it is, you know, how it's kind of easier to go to the gym and do the hard stuff like working out when you have accountability for some people. I find for me, it's like that, but with the art, the tough stuff of art, which is making myself do studies. Normally, this is not like my favorite thing to do, but because I know that there's other people here doing it with me, it makes it somehow easier to bear. So that's kind of the idea behind it. And yeah, we're just drawing along at the moment. And then at the end of the stream, we will show off all the studies people have done on screen. So it's kind of like, yeah, community draw along. Are we doing it together? I mean, you don't have to, but you're certainly welcome to. There are people who do studies of, you know, stuff, and then we share it at the end. I always tell people you don't have to do what I'm doing, so if you're not feeling like doing kitchen objects. So today I'm trying to, this year, one of my goals is to do more studies from actual observation, not just from two-dimensional images, because I feel like you learn a lot more when you're drawing from actual observation because your brain is having to really convert something three-dimensional into two dimensions. But yeah. Well, we started at 10 a.m. Mountain Time and it's now 11:14. So I do this Monday through Wednesday every single week. So it's like a regular stream thing. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, feel free to join. As long as it's work safe, I'm happy to share it on screen. Are you an artist as well? Art-ish. Art-ish. Well, I feel like that a lot too. Where did my music go? See, this is the problem when I turn the music down. It does not seem to work. There we go. This song is so quiet. I can never hear it. There we go. Can you guys hear that? Hopefully it's not too loud. Yeah, we have a Discord. People can drop their images in the art gym section as long as it's, you know, a study from observation and not something drawn from imagination. Then we will drop it in there and look at it on screen. Or you can wait till the end of, if you're not a Discord person, you can wait till the end of the stream and when we do the show and tell and then drop a link in the chat. It's not too loud. Okay, cool. Thanks, Raga. Oh, but Blue, back to what you were saying if you're still here. I think we got thrown into the ad jail right as we were talking. But yeah, I feel like, I mean, those are different things we could talk about if we did a style study. I don't know. Again, I don't know. I think it's more like, concern over people coming in and not knowing what's happening and then like getting upset. And that's just probably a me problem with like general fear of the internet. But it does help to like talk about those things for sure if you're doing this. Like you don't want to just copy. It's just like what we talk about literally all the time here. Like you're not trying to copy the reference, you're trying to study it. And studying means asking questions like what do you notice? And in the case of a style study, it would be like what am I drawn to? And so it's like, I think it's the same types of conversations that we would have. I'm not concerned about that. It's more, I think I just fear drama. I fear drama, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And thank you for that follow, the best. Yeah, so we do the showcase at the end of the stream, the best, yeah. So we do it we'll do the showcase here in about 20 or 30 minutes. It is on them, but that doesn't mean I like to deal with it, Amaze. Just because it's not my fault doesn't mean I want to be put in that situation. What am I drawn to? How cool the art is. Yes, but what part of it looks cool? See, and that's the thing about studying anything. Whether it's an artist's style or it's an animal that you think is cool. Like, why do I think this animal is cool? Like, what are the shapes that make me think that this looks cool? See, now the music is too loud. Ugh. I need to just get rid of those. Hey Reiko, how's it going? So good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. I'm struggling to draw this peanut butter jar, but I hope your day is going well. Where are the references? So like I said, today we are doing objects from the kitchen. So I have gone and grabbed things from my kitchen, and I'm drawing things that I see in front of me. If you aren't by a kitchen and you want to participate with this topic, you can just look around you. What object do you see? Draw that. That is the reference today. That is today's challenge. Of course, some people don't want to do that, and that's fine. You can choose your own reference, but as long as it's not like a real photograph of a real thing, that's kind of the stipulations there. So we're not trying to draw from imagination right now. We are trying to draw from observation, which is going to make you a better imaginative artist. But this is a choose your own reference sort of a day. Did you think you could draw the peanut butter jar in a jiffy? Clearly. Honestly, the hardest part right now is the letters. I have such bad handwriting that this is a huge challenge for me. You would love to see Reiko draw. Yeah, Reiko, draw a peanut butter jar. You may be struggling to draw a peanut butter jar, but I'm still jelly. Oh my gosh, there's too many cheesy things being said in the chat. You all get cheese. So many peanut butter jokes. But yeah, I hope you're doing well too, Reiko. Thanks for dropping by. Reiko, you should do an art stream. Even though you're not really an art streamer. For those who don't know, by the way, Ricodactylus is a game streamer, does a lot of speedruns on Twitch, and also is a scientist, and talks about, like, has science days and stuff. So you can also get him to talk about science things while he's gaming, which is very fun. I love distracting streamers. It's my favorite. You say that now, but if I did it, you'd unfollow me. Oh no! But listen, Reiko, that's the whole thing about the art gym here. Art is a skill. You just haven't spent enough time studying to make the skill better. Most people stop at their elementary school schema, and they don't ever try to push past that. But you can. You just have to decide you would like to. But no pressure either. I know it's not for everybody. I'm mostly just teasing you. Science! Well, yeah, see? Exactly, Blue. People are great. That's true. That's true. We're talking about stylistic differences today, Ricodactylus. Reiko, maybe you know the term for this, actually. You might know what I'm talking about. What is the term for, if you're still here, what is the term for when two people arrive at the same conclusion, irrespective of each other, like never having had contact with each other, being in separate cultures? There's examples of this over human history with inventions being just like types of math being discovered separately at the same time or at similar times. It's like this idea of like, even though we can be separated, we are collectively moving forward. There's an idea around it. I don't remember the term for it. It feels like something you would know. It's like you really appreciate in a study gym like this that it's easier to stick to thinking to the thing you're trying to focus on. Wait, rather than the brain switching over and just drawing what you're looking at. Maybe just the art class thing. Keeping everyone on task. I'm not sure if I understood what you were trying to say. It's like I really appreciate in a study gym like this that it's easier to stick to the thinking. Stick to thinking to the thing I'm trying to focus on. So are you? Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if what you're saying is drawing what you see rather than what you think you see. But yeah, that's something I feel like I say a lot around here because that's kind of the point. Is you don't want to convergence. Yeah, maybe convergence. I don't know. I thought there was like a term, but that sounds right. Multiple discovery? All right, maybe I put you on the spot. I don't know. I've heard this. It might be convergence. I don't know. I've heard this term used before. Like there is a term for this. I just don't know what it is. But we were talking about that in relation to art style, like how you can have. It's harder now with the internet because we're so intertwined culturally. Like nothing is developing in a vacuum at all. But nothing really. The idea is like nothing ever really. No ideas develop at all in a vacuum. And so it's like, even though people are separated by time and space and culture and geographic distance, there's still people before the internet connected us all. There's people still able to come to the similar conclusions and move things forward in a similar way. And there is no term for this. Simultaneous epiphanies. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to stop worrying about it. Brain move faster than fingers. Class keeps you on task. There you go. There you go. Yeah, and I think that's what helps me is like I need to stay on task. Just as much as I need to figure out why I can't center this GIF logo, but I'm just leaving it there because I've spent too much time on this GIF logo. So we're moving on. Multiple simultaneous invention. Yeah, maybe that. I thought there was like a snappy term for it, but I could also just be remembering what I want to remember, which is totally a thing I do on accident because human. Either way, we were talking about, what about art style? The whole point being, if there is a point, the whole point being that everybody has something different to bring to the table, but we're all able to be influenced by each other, and that's why we were talking about doing style studies, because they can help you develop your own style. Ouch. And also anyone can draw, the end. End of rant. Anyone can draw if they practice. That's the caveat. Wow, this is actually, there's like way more complex shading on this peanut butter jar than I initially anticipated. You're looking forward to tomorrow's stream? Yeah, so far it's still on. Paleo, I am going to be doing a co-stream with Beat Easel tomorrow afternoon. That's the plan. It's just, fair warning, my internet has been kind of stupid at the studio lately and dropping a lot, which is why I can't push for partner science. I see you there with your hot dog flute, whatever that is. I don't know what is going on in that emoji. Why is he doing that with his tongue? I don't want to look at it. It's weird. It's weirding me out. But hello and welcome in, and please fix my internet at the studio. Okay, thanks. Bye. No, Balint, I can't push for partner right now until my internet's fixed at my studio. If nothing else, it's my last excuse. No, yesterday, seriously though, something is wrong with the wire, with the signal, because or the modem or the router or something, because it dropped. We had internet drops every I think it dropped 5 times in 6 minutes toward the end of my stream, and I finally just gave up and raided out because I even got 2 raids yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I lost all the lurkers. So I can't push if I can't hold lurkers. If you have something against plain old Trey, I don't have anything against plain old Trey. See, Sloppy's in trouble. Get on to Sloppy. Hey, Painted King, how you doing? Thanks for lurking. Sorry if you've been having to listen to all these rambles about style. We've been contemplating doing a style study for the art gym. I'm trying to draw this peanut butter jar next to me with varying degrees of success, mostly failures, but trying to have a success. And drawing from observation, from something actually in front of you, definitely the superior challenge. I'm trying to practice what I preach and actually do more of that. Never been in trouble in your life? Huh. Wait, what is going on? The art gym? Hey, Bam, welcome back. See, Bam can tell you. Bam was here last night. Bam was so nice and popped in yesterday. It was very generous, and then we had to immediately raid out because my internet kept dying. It was dying so much. Good to see you, though. Sorry, PK, not King. I have to remember to call you PK. Everybody, this is PK. Despite what his name may imply, he's much more humble. And very nice. Honestly, let's give him a... We met Painted King pretty recently. Incredible art streamer here on Twitch. Hoping to find more... I know there's lots of hidden gems like PK out there on Twitch. So if you guys know any cool art streamers that I should go check out, I feel like I'm still trying to meet people here. There's so many So many cool little communities, and PKs is definitely one of them. Okay, let's see. Serious question though. Chunky peanut butter or smooth? Smooth, for sure. For sure smooth. Way more versatile, the smooth peanut butter. No, but science, I do have a thing. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Never mind. Maybe I shouldn't tell you about that command. Lil push. Maybe a little push. Oh, yeah, that's true. Science, you'll push for me. I was joking with somebody the other day. Like, I think this push is happening whether I'm on board or not. So, like, I don't know. I appreciate your enthusiasm. I'm just saying my internet issues are gonna hurt my chances to actually be partner because I can't hold lurkers when I'm at the studio right now. Totally sculpted your... Yeah, exactly. You gotta make those art gains. Bam, that's what we're up to. What we're doing today, for anyone just popping in, I chose the theme kitchen objects just because I can run to the kitchen easily and grab stuff. If I ever finish this peanut butter jar, the next thing is going to be this very special paper towel roll. So that's exciting. But it does have some shiny metal stuff that I'm actually kind of excited to study because I don't know how to draw metal and I'd like to. But yeah, the whole idea behind the art gym is that it helps with accountability to draw things that challenge you. When you know other people are struggling, that's why it says, let's get the bad drawings out, because we're all just here acknowledging that we're all struggling together. Let's see. I thank you. I'm glad you liked the discussion. You told you last night when you were shocked. Wait, what did Sloppy do? What did Sloppy do? I want to know now what Sloppy did to be in trouble. Yeah, of course, PK. Yeah. Well, now I have to tell? What do I have to tell? I've already forgotten what I've said. Remind me what I have to tell and I'll consider telling you. Hey, Skittle. Oh my gosh, there's so many cool artists in here right now. Speaking of artists with a cool style, we've been having a very involved style discussion today, Blue Skittle. You were seriously nervous there, but I think I'm just being tricked. Science does not trick people. It does not trick people, Sloppy Salamander. Science is the most serious streamer on Twitch. Pretty much everything he says is absolutely meant without any level of irony. So, you probably are. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. I started to see something with Science, but then Oh! Well, I wanted him, I was gonna tell him to make him proud of me, but then I think it might get abused. So I'm like second guessing. How dare indeed. Style is something I'm not considering. Same, Blue. That was kind of the whole conversation was about style. We were talking about whether or not we should do some style studies sometime for the art gym. Because style, it's something I've actually been thinking about too lately, is I've not done a style study in a long time. And I need to do more of them because you need to be looking at how other artists interpret the world too to help feed your own inspiration and style. And then we started talking about the line between copying and style and like how nobody's actually original, and the conversation just kind of went all over the place. Just like what happens on Science streams. How you like that, Seg? He rambles all the time. Science Rabbit Holes are his middle name, but they're also very fun, and he's definitely not serious. But you guys should go follow Science as well. See, I'm learning slowly but surely. And don't call me Shirley, right? Is that the next joke? No, but seriously, thank you for your enthusiasm. I appreciate you a lot, Science. I hope you know that. Okay. Perspective. Yeah, perspective is one we've done before, but we haven't really done like an involved. I'll add that to the list too. Thanks the best. Yeah. That was one that has come up before as something we should study, is perspective. The problem, okay, so here's the other problem though. I'm not great at perspective, and I feel like because of this stream setup, because I'm the streamer, it makes it seem like I'm somehow an authority on any of the things that I'm doing, which I absolutely am not. And I don't want to give the impression that I don't know that I would be able to teach perspective. I would just be here practicing perspective. And so there'd probably be, hopefully, there'd be somebody in chat who could speak more about perspective. Like, I can do basic perspective, but I don't do a lot of perspective drawing. I know perspective drawing is a really good way to do like architectural rendering, mechanical rendering. There's a lot of draftsman like skills that I don't have. Mostly because I don't like using rulers. I don't like straight lines, and so I'm just not into that stuff like I probably should be. But yeah, it's definitely something that we've talked about before. I just don't know that I'm qualified to lead anything on perspective. Like anything, I should say anything above like a elementary school level, because that's pretty much where my expertise ends. A lot of good fundamental tutorials. Yeah, and maybe we could do that. I think I'd be more comfortable following along with the tutorial. That's a good idea. Maybe we'll do a tutorial together on perspective. I think a lot of it for me is like, I can't even get the perspective tools in Krita to work. And I know that without like tools in your digital programs, you basically end up freehanding everything, and that's kind of defeats the purpose of drawing in perspective. I don't know. It's definitely something we should probably put back on there. We've done art foundation stuff. We've done values before. We've done color theory. So yeah, I'm definitely open to more of that. Whatever you guys are interested in studying, it's probably something I need to practice too. So let's do it. Yeah, I couldn't get them to work. Like, there's something wrong with my hotkeys here, Skittle. I think I messed up something when I installed Krita on this system, because it works. It's really difficult to use here, and it doesn't work well at my home setup. In the studio version of Krita that I have, for some reason, it's a lot easier to use. I don't know if it's a Helion compatibility thing or if it's my hotkeys. I think it's my hotkeys. I think I accidentally like messed up some hotkeys when I installed Krita, so I probably need to like reinstall just to like default everything. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll write because we've done draw a box together. We actually started the draw. If anyone's looking to get better at drawing, by the way, draw a box is definitely a really good like couch to 5K style art tutorial series. It basically starts you with like line and takes you all the way to like full rendering over a period of like weeks of daily drawing. It's a very intense free art curriculum that I recommend, but it will take some dedication. In fact, we had somebody who was working through the first parts. So let's maybe not do... Yeah, like, what are you trying to link to is the best. I'm probably not going to click a drive link, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, probably a maze. I think all of the art programs I've used, the two best programs that handle perspective guides are Krita and Procreate. I haven't used Procreate very much either. I've streamed on Procreate one time. You have the tool options docker window up, then you should... Oh, Skittle! Skittle, since you're here, can you help me? How do I adjust this? What is this? I feel like it would be handy if I knew what I was looking at, but it's extremely overwhelming looking. How do I add brushes to this? Because I think it would be an easy way to switch quickly between brushes, right? That would be awesome. But I don't, these aren't all the brushes I want. Oh, I see, okay. Drawbox is good for, yeah, perspective, yeah. Maybe we'll do the next lesson in Drawbox. That's another one we could do, because we did the first few. Bottom left of the pop-up palette, there's a tag symbol. Oh. Oh. Well, I clicked my favorites. Swap all the brushes on there by tags. Oh. But this isn't all of them. Oh no. But yours is bigger. How is yours bigger? Yours has like a whole bunch. Maybe I just don't have enough tagged favorites. Going to your settings. Look at you. Docker? No. Configure toolbar? What is it called? Pop-up palette. Hey Miss Art, how you doing? Good to see you. Digital art confuses you? It's more like stuff like this that I just like, I get overwhelmed just because I'm looking at it and it looks like it's really intense. Manage resources? How do what am I looking for? Configure Krita pop-up palette, okay. Thank you, Skittle, for the impromptu lesson on how to use this. Pop-up palette. Haha! Palette size. Maximum number. Oh yeah, I want more. I want like 20. Oh, that's too many. Hold on. It's really weird looking. Let's do 15. 15 feels like a good number. Why is it still so small? I don't know what anything is. I want the size bigger. Palette size, haha. Okay. Ah, look at you. Look at you just knowing stuff, Skittle. Okay. How do I get back over to my drawing? Haha! Haha! Palette! Nice. Yeah, right? I know. Maze and I are both over here taking notes. Blue Skittle has a fantastic Critter brush set, by the way, if anybody's looking for some nice Critter brushes. I definitely installed those. Highly recommend. Some really great painting tools there. Yeah, I think the first time I accidentally clicked it, I was like, oh, what's happening? And I like freaked out because I didn't know how to get out of it. I still kind of don't know how to get out of it. But now that I've seen you use it a few times on your stream, I'm like, okay, that actually looks pretty handy. And maybe I should learn how to use this thing. Just sort of do a lot of cheap ballpoint pens. Nice. Oh, that's exciting, ZBrush. Very, very exciting. You don't know nothing about this. Sorry, this song is really loud. Let me turn it down. Come on, Mark Broussard, calm down. Calm down. Yeah, isn't that funny, Miss Art, how distinctive the colors are on this peanut butter? That you can be like, oh, I know exactly what I'm looking at here. This is quality marketing for sure. Classic marketing, even. Graphic design is something I want to get better at too, but I don't know how to work that into an art gym. Would anybody be interested in a graphic design art gym? Like, I kind of want to do a typography thing. Like, I want to do a typography tutorial and learn how to make my own fonts. But I also think that would be tough because not everybody has access to the same programs, you know? And so I don't want to do anything that would make somebody feel excluded. So I think that's why I've stuck to mostly observational drawing. Need to update graphic design. Yeah, I'm not a graphic designer, but I would like to develop graphic design skills because I think I don't know, I just think it's a useful skill set to have as an artist because you'll very often be in situations where people will ask you to do graphic design, and if you're able to accommodate, it just kind of increases your value. I made this J too big. I got too excited about it. You don't know how to make emotes for Twitch, Miss Art? So you just do a canvas that's the correct, like the whatever pixel size that it's asking for, and then you draw on it, and then you save it as a PNG if you want a transparent background, and that's how you do emotes. Oh yeah, so if you're doing, it would probably be a little trickier with 2D, but you can still take a picture of whatever the thing you're trying to draw is and then just shrink it down to the right pixel size. You just have to pay attention to how things pixelate, and you want to make sure they're readable. So you'd have to draw very simple shapes. And then test them to make sure that you can understand what they're supposed to be in that small size. Right? You can tell just from the color of the label. Wait, Blue Skittle, you're a graphic designer? Uses Comic Sans font for everything. Wait, I didn't know this about you, Blue. Do you actually do graphic design? Is that like a thing you do outside of your paintings? The only thing I wish you could do with the pop-up palette is being able to drag and drop and rearrange. Yes, that would be nice. That would be nice. I guess you could like make a separate tag that was like only certain things favorited, maybe? Can you tag them in a certain order? I don't know. Oh no, you said it's by alphabet. Your dad used to do graphic design. Oh, no way. That's cool. Well, if you have any graphic design tips. I have never had an interest in graphic design, so that's part of my issue. It's more just that I see how it could be useful as a skill set. Like for if I'm trying to do like, you know, for example, my graphic novel, Drift. Holy cow. I'm so bad at typography. I'm so bad at knowing how layouts work or how to place text well. It's like a whole other part of the brain than illustration. It's a whole different way of visually communicating that my brain is just not used to thinking in. And it's very funny to me, like you can always, I don't know, it's so funny to me how many people assume that because you can draw, you must also be a designer. Not the case. I can just tell you from personal experience, it is not the case. Being able to draw does not make you a graphic designer. Sometimes they go hand in hand, but sometimes they do not, and I am a do not. My brain is not interested in form. I tend to be function over form, and I think you have to be more form over function to be interested in graphic design or design in general. My whole life is very much like, okay, if it works, that's fine. I don't need it to look nice. And that's literally the antithesis to design. It's like you want it to function and look nice. And it's like, well, how about just the one though? Like that seems like way less effort. So, I don't know. So do museums, I mean, anybody could use anything that, you know, graphic designers design, they design the label on this peanut butter jar. You know, graphic designers design pamphlets, they design brochures, websites, packaging, books, you know, all that stuff. Graphic design, if anything, I think graphic design is probably the most useful art skill to have because it does make you so versatile. And your skill sets can be applied just about anywhere. Whereas illustration, I feel like, is a little more niche. More fun, at least for me. Some people really enjoy graphic design. I find illustration to be very fun, and I'm extremely bored by graphic design. But it's still a skill set that I feel like I should learn. The longer I do art, the more I'm like, it would be so nice if I was good at graphic, or at least passable. I don't even need to be good at graphic design, just like passable at graphic design. But you have to kind of think in grids. You have to think in patterns and layouts. And there's not that many graphic designers on Twitch that I can learn from. Pretty much the only one I found is this is Chris Wright. He's great. He lets me pester him with questions all the time. In fact, you should all go follow Chris Wright and pester him with graphic design questions. He'll love it. He might actually hate it, I don't know, but he tolerates it at the very least. Let's see. You went down the art route more than the design in the... Okay, so you don't do graphic design currently, Blue. Graphic design is your passion, says Raga. I use all the fonts in one sentence. Oh gosh. Just caps and low caps. I shall art along. Yeah, enjoy your art along. Enjoy your art along. We're probably going to be wrapping up here in about 15. So this peanut butter jar, you guys, this has been, I don't know why this is taking me so long. Like I did not anticipate this. I think it's because we rabbit holed so much maybe, but I should have been done with this forever ago. I kind of wanted to do at least 2 studies. I grabbed so many objects from the kitchen, folks. It feels like a shame to have only drawn a peanut butter jar. So I may just kind of rough through the rest of this really quick and try to do one more. Jars, it's funny because it's mostly like I haven't even gotten to the shine on the jar. I'm just surprised. Like this, I feel like this shouldn't have taken as long as it did. But to be fair, we did have some very interesting conversations that distracted me a little bit. So, like, I don't think I've actually spent that long drawing it. But it's still good to, you know, observe, ramble more. Oh, but we've rambled so much today. I keep forgetting that that's a new command. Yes, we rambled about style for quite some time. So this is a creamy peanut butter, to whoever asked that earlier. Creamy. Wait, I did not write that the right size. Oh, thank you, Raga. I shall hydrate. Peanut butter. Creamy. There we go. It's also got like a big yellow something on it right here. Yeah, new alert. There's a few new alerts. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like getting the perspective. Like, I think I still don't have the top and the bottom matching totally. So it does look a little goofy. But hey, we're all here to suffer and struggle, so I can't, you know. If it looks like I'm struggling, I am. And I suppose that's good or something. Yeah, I tried to add some new alerts. Hopefully I'll be adding some more soon. It says something about protein on this little green thing, or this little yellow thing. 7G. Protein. There we go. Okay. And then there's a little white thing over here. And then there's, actually it's not white, it's like a gray. And see, that's the other thing too. I didn't even get to like doing all the different colors and shadows and stuff. So I think I'm just gonna do flat color and then like block in maybe. And the label is like right there. Okay. So I'm gonna quickly just make an overlay layer or a multiply layer and just kind of add in some shadows and some light and stuff because I don't have time. Oops. Gotta bounce. Yeah, have a good one. Thanks for hanging out, Blue. Appreciate ya. Ellipses and perspective are also one of the most surprisingly unintuitive shapes to read. That's true. That's true. And that's why we should probably do more perspective studies. Hey, Ray of Sun. Ungoy, are you calling me creamy peanut butter right now? What? I'm curious why you think that why do I remind you of creamy peanut butter? Actually, you know what? Maybe don't answer that. Maybe just don't. Maybe just keep that to yourself. Maybe I don't want to know. Question is, how do you pronounce... I pronounce it GIF. Well, I pronounce this GIF, but I pronounce the internet one as GIF. Like, this is GIF. That is GIF. I wonder if Jif peanut butter is actually the reason people don't pronounce GIF, GIF. It's never occurred to me before, but this has been around a long time. Casey After Dark, what? That makes no sense. That makes no sense, Ungoy. I don't understand. Are you saying a bad thing? Are you making me say a bad thing that I'm not aware of? It's pronounced like the peanut butter, but it's not spelled like the peanut butter, so he's being intentionally confusing. Yeah, but I know he does say it's Jif. I think that's one of those things where culture has decided, and it is, we're just not going to, it's not going to change. It says pronounced like peanut butter, but I choose to ignore the creator because it just sounds, it does sound wrong. I agree. It sounds wrong. All right, I have this problem with Krita. Can someone please explain to me why it does this? So I've got on a multiply layer, right? But the minute I leave the layer underneath that's in this group, it goes back to whatever color I'm using. It's no longer multiplying to a gray. So like I can't, even though I'm on a multiply layer and it's over a gray layer, it does this, and it does this on overlay layers as well, and it makes me very upset. You say GIF. Do you really, Reiko? I've never heard anyone pronounce it GIF. I've only heard people pronounce it a GIF. We're talking about GIFs, like memes, like the little short form videos. Apparently Reiko is the one person on this planet, other than the creator, that pronounces it GIF. So kudos, I suppose, if that's what you need. What type of bread are you? Yeah, I know, right? Creamy peanut butter or crunchy? I'm definitely creamy, I guess. But I don't know if I personally identify with that statement. Yeah, GIFs are the videos, but do you pronounce it with a J or a G? Graphic? GIF. Graphic. Yeah, exactly. Graphic interchange format. Graphic. GIF. He's just being intentionally opaque. I've always heard it pronounced GIF. This is just a basic problem with English, though, so. If it's pronounced GIF, it would be called graphics. Well, but to be fair, there's a lot of these words in English that are like "ga." Graphics card. Yeah, but true, acronyms don't always pronounce the letters the way they're pronounced in the words. Yeah, NASA is a good example. I wonder if it's just because we say GIF to differentiate it from we say GIF to differentiate it from Jif peanut butter. I wouldn't be surprised if that's literally why people started saying it that way. It's like, oh, well, we don't mean the peanut butter. Because this has been around forever. At least in America. I'm gonna blame peanut butter on this one, guys. It's done. It's blamed. Even though I know not everywhere has peanut butter. 'Tis a giraffe exchange format. You're both peanut butters. Jello is a French no? I've never heard of a French no. Jif is the way because we don't think Jello. Not Gello. I mean, yeah, see again, just this is the issue with it's the internet issue with English. Raga says people were so often confusing peanut butter and slideshow digital image that it led to some horrible accidents. Oh no. Horrific. Horrific, I'm sure. I'm absolutely sure of it. Can you just imagine the chaos? I just was hungry and I bit it and it hurt. Well, I was going to try and draw anything else today, but apparently I'm only going to draw this GIF, not a moving image, peanut butter jar. Should have had cookies instead. No, that's true. That's true. Cookies are never confusing. Who has ever been confused by a cookie? You haven't been, so don't say that you were. Why is none of my music loud enough to be heard? This playlist especially has this issue. There's so many soft songs in this playlist, and then they're intermixed with like random super loud ones. Oh, like that. So loud. Hold on. Oh my. How about that? Is that better? Whoops. RIP to your headphones, everybody. I'm just imagining somebody like quietly listening to the conversation, and somebody in their head is like, "Hey." Ooh. Cookies with peanut butter, yes. Very good. Alright, well, I only accomplished this one drawing today. Maybe I can draw this spoon really fast. Oh, it's dirty. Should I draw this dirty spoon really fast? It won't sit still. I'm going to I'll come falling in. Yes, I'm such a pro. What can I say? I'm gonna draw this dirty spoon just so I feel like I did anything other than one drawing today. Spoon. And then we're gonna look at what you guys have been drawing. If anybody did any studies today, feel free to drop those in the art gym section of the Discord. We'll show those off on stream. And then, yeah, that'll be it for today. I only do one stream on Tuesdays. And tomorrow we're gonna be doing, I think we're doing figure drawing tomorrow. Figure drawing is one I feel like you could always do a whole bunch of and always get something out of. Oh no, tomorrow we're doing a specific part of the figure actually. We're gonna be doing back and shoulder muscles and like just in general be studying the anatomy of the back, which I think will be very helpful. I have been needing to do a study of this for a while. And this was one that was requested by somebody in chat. It's a great idea. So yeah, if anybody has any topics that you think you would benefit from studying or focusing on, feel free to suggest. We can add that to the roster. Or you can drop it in the stream events section of the Discord, and if it's not one that we've done recently, we'll add to the list. Or I guess even if it is, we can always add it in there and I can just make a mental note to do that later this year. Contacts the Smucker company because of GIF content. Yeah, for sure. Is it Smuckers? Smuckers is such a fun name. It's like one of the best, it has to be one of the best names for a company. It just makes me think of jelly and like treats. Do you guys know anybody who collects spoons? Is that still a thing? Every once in a while I'll see a spoon at a souvenir shop and I'm like, do people still do that? Is this my favorite spoon? No. I don't think I have a favorite spoon. Is that what people who collect spoons have? They have favorite spoons? I've never thought of a spoon as more than a vehicle to get food to my mouth. If why would you ever need more than one spoon? It's true. Agreed. I mean, I guess if you want to have one that's dirty, you gotta clean it. Please. That's why I exclusively eat with a serving spoon. Wait, isn't that? Do you mean like the giant spoons that you're supposed to use to like put the food on your plate? You just eat with that? You just really don't like dishes, do you? Don't have you at the bar, you know. Stole the show. You have a big mouth. One of your favorite streamers collects spoons, really? It's kind of like stamp collecting. I don't know. I guess I know one person who has a stamp collection. I just don't know very many people who do that. It feels like one of those things you would only do if you had like a grandparent that got you into it or something. Like I can't imagine anybody just out of the blue being like, you know what I want to collect today? spoons. Oh, we have an ad. Sorry. Let me. Oh, okay. How are we gonna do a penny press? What do you mean how? What do you mean how? Are those going to get taken down? I don't think so. I think enough people collect pennies, which I also think is kind of one of those funny like throwbacks to a simpler time sort of deals. But I do know more people who collect pennies from the press machines. I don't. My dad does. But I also know other people who are not my dad. Let's do a little bit of a stretch break. For those of you who can hear my voice, this is your stretch opportunity. Once an hour stretch. And also hydrate. Oh, let's do a posture stretch. Oh man. It's still snowy outside. I really don't want to go to the studio right now. It's so cold looking. But yeah, posture stretch. If anyone hasn't done one before with me, basically what you do is you take your shoulder blades and you kind of like arch your back and push your shoulders together, kind of pretend you're trying to make them meet in the middle of your back. You want to really flex those muscles, and you can even push your neck back too. It's very strange looking on stream, but it's supposed to help with like neck hump and tech neck or whatever you want to call it. Stretch those muscles a bit and then relax. By dropping your shoulder, don't re-hunch, but just like overly push back and then drop. And by doing that, it's kind of puts you in a more upright position basically than you were in before. And then the idea is that over time it sort of helps you. Did my camera fall? My camera's falling. Yeah, it helps you kind of straighten up a little bit. So also do some carpal tunnel exercises because those are helpful. And then hopefully by the time we're done with our stretches, we'll be in the home stretch for looking at stuff. Do do do. Oh, Raga! A roseate spoonbill! Ooh! Spoonbills are cool. I don't know if I remember the exact colors of a roseate spoonbill. Yeah, that'll be fun. We'll do a quick draw me animal after the ads. Your parents too? Oh, your parents do press pennies? Yeah. Yeah, which ones? There's ones, it's like before a certain year. It's not like 1982 or something like that. Maybe it's even earlier. But it's like before a certain year, they were all actually copper. And now they're just like copper plated, I think. I'm not sure. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I'm so stiff. I've been sitting too much lately. Is it 1982? The ones after made of zinc, yeah. I thought they were plated in copper. Maybe it's just painted copper. I'm not actually sure. I bet there's a way to look that up. Oh, nice. I'm gonna eat this piece of candy really fast because I am an unhealthy person right now. But it's been tempting me. Wow. Try this candy. It's a little chewy. Chewier than I remember. Probably would not have eaten this on stream if I'd remembered how chewy it is. Hello, welcome back from our stretch. Wait, what the heck? Oh wait, did I just stretch when there wasn't an ad break? Oh my gosh. Okay, the ad break's actually right now. I thought the ad break just happened. Alright, the ad break is right now. Well, I already stretched, so I'm gonna get up. And actually, move around a little bit. So, maybe I'll do some jumping jacks or something. But I won't do them on stream. You guys will never know. But I've been sitting for a while, and I need to move. Okay, never mind. I forgot that my stream, if it picks up on the music, it will give me a ding. Double stretch. Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at those cute little exercise emotes. Those are cute. Aww. This is the closest I have. I don't really have. Does anyone else have like exercising emotes? I have that one. I have these running chickens. Those aren't really exercising though. So cute. But yeah, so we will do the drawing animal. In fact, let me get that set up so that we can just jump right into that after ads. Also save. Saving is good. Drawing animal. Oh yeah, there's my Olm. I've already kind of, oh no, I remember what they are. I forgot. This is not what an Olm looks like. Let's see, a roseate spoonbill, I believe, is the requested critter. Oh my gosh, look at all these chickens! Who is this person making all these chickens? Coming home with you. My life's a bit more colder, is what I told her. To my shoulder. Okay. I gotta clear all these. There we go. Rose 8. Rose 8. Spoonbill. Oh hey, Shayraz, how you doing? Good to see ya. You're right in time for the Drumming Animal game. What's up? What's up? Thanks for popping in. So for anybody who hasn't been here for a Drawing Animal game, it's just a little game that we play here on stream. Every 30 minutes it can be requested. And I have 5 minutes to draw what I think this animal is. I cannot use reference. And I will not look at any, please don't give any hints in chat. Feel free to go look it up yourself and just kind of laugh as I get it wrong, most likely. Or, you know, don't get it exactly right. I do think I know what a spoonbill is. The roseate ones, I'm assuming, are reddish. I cannot remember. What was the Olm? You'll have to go look up the Olm. I can tell you that this was incorrect, what I drew here. It's a amphibian. That was my guess. When I don't know, sometimes I just draw random things, like that one. Didn't know what that was either. There's been a lot of them lately that I have not known. But roseate spoonbill, let's see. So I think, let's see, 5 minutes on the clock, it is 12:10, so we'll go to 12:15-ish. I want to say that they have a spoonbill. Obviously. I just can't remember exactly what the bill looks like. I feel like it's like this. I don't remember where. I want to say it's like it's a type of wading bird. And then they just like stand around in the water. So because I'm running out of room, we're just gonna put little water rings down here. In good company. But yeah, they like use their spoonbill to, I think it's like sifting sand, maybe? I don't know, we'll find out, But sometimes, at least for me, I think that's the fun part of the game, is when we get to learn about some animals together. Now the colors of the spoonbill. Yeah, Google says I got, yeah, Ohm is super wrong, yes. Yes. Yes, Google will reveal all, and we will look at it on Google together here in a second for the rosé spoonbill. I'm gonna guess that they have reds. I can't remember. I'm gonna say reds and pinks. You like them weird? No, it's fine. I like the weird critters too. I like them all. I like all the critters. It's fun to learn about stuff. It's also a nice little break from me struggling to draw a spoon in a peanut butter jar. So, but yeah, I'll do this. I'll finish up my little spoon, and then we're gonna look at what you guys drew. So, oops, my chat just broke. Hopefully, I'm still alive. I think my GPU is dying, guys. It's really been struggling lately. I think I'm overtaxing it. There it goes, my chat is back. It's just on OBS, but like sometimes it's been doing that too, like the whole screen will go black for Firefox too. So it just makes me a little nervous that my GPU is kind of struggling. It is a 10-year-old GPU this year, so I suppose it comes for us all. I want to say they're like pinkish. I just don't remember where the pink is. Because I feel like we would see these, so we had these at the zoo where I grew up, and I feel like people would always be like, oh, it's a weird flamingo. And I was always like, it's not a flamingo. Like, it's a different animal. But I mean, I can see where they got it. I want to say there's like some gray on there too, actually. I don't know where. I'm just making stuff up. I don't know. Looking for my enemies. You're probably better to rule out issues with your monitor cable. So it's not the whole screen going black, I should be more clear. It's the actual application. So it's the OBS chat just went black. Sometimes Firefox will go black, but the rest of the stuff on the monitor is completely there and totally interactable. So yeah, sorry to be unclear in my language. It's not the whole monitor. Yeah, it's just like certain programs. It's like when they're in heavy use. Sometimes they're like, and to me that feels like a GPU thing. Twitch is twitchy. Yeah, but it wasn't even Twitch. Sometimes it'll be like YouTube. Does the issue only happen when OBS is open? It happens more often when OBS is open, but it doesn't only happen when OBS is open. And I have noticed it gets better, like if I close Krita. So I think there's just like between the Huion, the like Krita, OBS, a lot of other things. It seems like the more I have like stuff going on that the graphics card needs to balance, it seems like it just struggles to make everything show up at once. Sometimes lately, it wasn't always like this. This is a recent, like I've been using this same setup for years and years, and it's been fine doing all of that at once until pretty recently, and I haven't changed the programs I'm using. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's, like I said, it's a 10-year-old GPU. I wouldn't be surprised if it's going out. But that's just my guess. Also not a tech whiz. Ah! Aw, Rascal King, thank you. I appreciate that follow. I'm glad you enjoy my guess at a roseate spoonbill. I have no idea. We'll look it up in just a second and see. Where's Enox? Is Enox your tech support? It is nice having like techie people in chat. I've got quite a few that hang out in here sometimes. Ah, see, my computer is running low on storage. That could be the other issue too. I need to clear off all my YouTube videos, or not my YouTube, my stream VODs. They're kind of taking up a lot of space right now, so that could be part of it. Save. Alright, I went a little over, but that's my roseate spoonbill. Let's go see what it looks like. Spoonbill. Okay, yeah, I feel like I got pretty close. I kind of overdid it on the pink on the face. But I kind of got the colors. I put more gray than they really have. They have a little bit of gray on the bill, but not really. Oh, here's a good picture of one. Actually, they all look a little different. This one seems pretty evenly distributed. Yeah, I have all my, like, all the VODs I've already posted, I have on an external hard drive. It's definitely more than a memory stick can hold. It's like, I think I have like 600 gigs of stream VODs on this hard drive right now. It's definitely a project. I'm slowly putting all my VODs onto YouTube, and I'm hoping once I get them all caught up that I can just automatically set up my stream VODs to just post to YouTube. But I need to get caught up first. So I've been posting, like, I've been scheduling them out to post one a day. If anybody wants to see old warm-up VODs and a few other like special stream VODs, I have them all on my YouTube channel. Eventually I'd like to actually make YouTube videos of some kind, but right now it's just mostly stream VODs, special event streams, that kind of thing. But these are roseate spoonbills, folks. They are very cool. Let's learn about them. It's a wading bird of the ibis and spoonbill family. It's a resident breeder in South and North America. And the roseate spoonbills, I didn't know it was an American bird, actually. Huh. I just assumed that like other parts of the country have cooler wildlife than we do, so I'm surprised. I didn't know it was native to America. Pink color is diet derived, much like the American flamingo. Wait, there's an American flamingo? Must be a South American. Oh, interesting. Okay, I know about the African flamingo. Formally described in 1758 by Carl Linnaeus. That's the guy who did the Linnaean system. Sometimes placed in its own genus. There we go. Let's learn about how big it is. It is 28 to 34 inches long, with a 47 to 52 inch wingspan. About 2 to 4 pounds. It's pretty big for a bird. I want to know about their diet, like how they eat with their spoonbill. The species feeds in shallow, fresh, or coastal waters by swinging its bill from side to side as it steadily walks through the water in groups. Moreover, the spoon-shaped bill allows it to sift easily through mud. Feeds on crustaceans, bits of plant material, aquatic insects, mollusks, frogs, newts, and very small fish, such as minnows. There we go. In Brazil, researchers found the roseate spoonbill diets to consist of fish, insects, crustaceans, mollusks, and seeds. Interesting, interesting. Well, there you are, folks. There's the roseate spoonbill. Ooh, here's a dramatic picture of one. Very pink. I got the pink. I just didn't put it in the right places, but I'm gonna give myself like a 95. I feel like I got pretty close on that one. I mean, it's simplified, obviously, but if you want to learn more about the roseate spoonbill, there you go. And thank you for the suggestion on the Draw Me an Animal. Always a fun little game that we play. Doink. I'm gonna finish this spoon, dang it. And then we're gonna look at what you guys drew. So if anybody drew something for a study today, feel free to drop it in the art gem section. As long as it is work safe, please help me out with that. I don't want to be in trouble with Twitch. Thinking about applying to TwitchCon. And apparently, if you have any marks on your account, it can hurt your chances of getting in, which I'm a little worried about, honestly, based on that one time that I was incorrectly assigned an adult tag when we were doing gesture studies with fully clothed, extremely clothed people, but I think it was misunderstood, perhaps from the color, that they were not clothed. Very upsetting. So hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt me. We'll see. But yeah, if you could just help me out with the making sure everything is kosher. And you drew a conclusion. Aw. No you, Shay. I am not very, I can't even get my internet to work in my studio. But what is happening? Oh my gosh, Miss Caprical! Thank you so much for that tier 3 sub. That was terrifying. That's really kind. Thank you. I super appreciate that. I hope you're doing well. The poosh, oh my gosh. No you! I'm the streamer here. I can say what I want. Internet's not what I do. It's not what I do. You're right. I'm trying. It is frustrating though. I'm the streamer here and I say you guys should go follow Shay Ross. Ha. I win. No, but seriously, you guys, Shay's a great. I've been trying really hard to be sure I say your name correctly because I definitely said Ches for a long time, and it's not Ches, it's Shay. But that's okay. That spoon is so 3D. Oh, thank you, Squirrel. I appreciate that. I'm trying. I feel like it's only just now. It's kind of like when you start adding the little highlights and stuff, that stuff comes together, you know, with metal. So I'm just having to suffer through the parts that don't make sense. I'm trying to learn how to get the shine to really like make those edges look 3D. I think that's the trick. But yeah. Streamer wins. Yeah, for sure. I mean, only a little. You should be here in my afternoon streams. I was definitely not winning yesterday. I'm halfway considering stopping because my internet connection issues are so bad at my studio right now. Like, they're dropping every few minutes. I'm hoping it's a router issue and I just need to get a new router. So I'm going to talk to my studio landlords and say, hey, do you have one of these that we could try? If not, I'm going to maybe go buy one. And we'll just see. But if I can't... I've got some people, some very, very lovely people that want me to push for partner. I don't know that I will ever have the stamina for that. If they want to push me for partner, that's fine. but at the end of the day, you can't really do any of that stuff if you're not able to retain lurkers from raids and stuff. So I just need to fix my internet. But even outside of like the partner push thing, which again appears to be happening with or without me. It's more just like I don't want a bad viewer experience for you guys. I feel like it's really annoying when you're on a stream and the internet drops a lot and you can't just like, I don't know about you guys, but for me, a lot of the benefit of watching streamers is that I can like go do chores or go cook or, you know, draw and just listen. It's almost like, I think of them as almost interactive podcasts a lot of the times, especially depending on who I'm listening to. And it's kind of, I want that to be the experience here too, you know? So I feel really bad. That people are not able to just have leave a lurk and listen kind of thing because of my internet problems. Like, I don't want people to have to constantly refresh just to hear my rambles. You know, it doesn't, maybe if it was worth it, but like, come on. So I don't know, I may have to, we'll see if I can get them fixed soon. If not, I have a co-stream with Be at Easel tomorrow for anybody who wants to come cheer me on, or maybe see if the internet, if you just want to see if it crashes and burns, I guess. Easel has generously offered to, do another co-stream, but we'll just have to see how my internet connection issues handle it. I don't know what that will do to the stream, so we'll find out tomorrow at 4 p.m. Mountain Time if you want to come hang out. But we are going to be doing oil painting, which I'm excited for. I'll talk more about that on the warm-up stream tomorrow too. Okay. Yeah, co-stream 4 p.m. Mountain Time. Yeah, and if anyone's in the Discord, there is an event that you can click at the top of the Discord. I'll show it when we do the show and tell here in a second. And that way it'll ping you whenever the event starts. Because I know like everybody's got stuff going on all the time. Twitch and Twitch streamers are all about like events and specials and all kinds of things. So it's hard to keep track of all of it. So if you wanted to see that one with me and Isel, that would be a good way to stay on. I don't know, stay on the loop. I'm not sure what I'm trying to say, frankly. What are words? What is time? Yeah, but hopefully it'll be fun. Be a good excuse to bust out some oil paints and try and use them up. It's kind of my main goal. In fact, one of the things I'm going to do today when I go into the studio after this is to set up for that. Make sure I've got everything I need. Hey Kev, how's it going? Thanks for the scientific fun facts about the kitchen. Heck yeah, I can't wait. Hold on, let me finish this one detail. Okay. How you doing, Kev? Good to see you. How are the books? Okay. 1, they let me cook. Yes, the kitchen lets me cook. 2, if you see Casey in the kitchen cooking, lift up the sunglasses on her head to see if there's a little vaquita. Oh, control. Yes, that's the. Don't tell anyone, Kev. This is where I keep my tiny vaquita. Yeah. Casey's signature dish is a plate of Oreos served with a cup of iced water. Wrong. The only way to eat Oreos is with milk. Like, what kind of heathen do you think I am? I don't know about those scientific fun facts this time, Kev, but it's good to see you either way. Okay. Moohoodles is doing what? Thought it was a scan or a photo. Oh, the spoon? Aw, thanks. If we zoom in, you'll see that it's not that good. It's pretty shaky. Actually, it's so pixelated now you can't even see. But yeah, it's a little shaky, especially all this. I'm having a hard time making it look like the inside of the spoon. I think it has to do with the reflections here. I don't think I did a good job. Let me see if I can fix that really fast. I'm trying to observe and like ask myself, like, what makes this look lower? You know, we talk about observation and training your observation eye all the time on these streams. I need to make sure that I'm practicing what I preach here. Yeah, but we're about to go into the Discord and see what you guys have been studying today. And if anybody just got here and you're like, oh shoot, this would be, I need to study more things. This is something I want to participate in. Well, we'll be doing it again tomorrow. Did I say words? Did those words make sense? My brain heard what I said as not doing it again tomorrow. Did I say that? Anyway, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't look, I'm bad at streaming, help. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this part and then we're gonna go look at what you guys did in just a sec. Yeah, I don't know, oh well, I tried. Maybe it's this part? I don't know. It doesn't help that the spoon is dirty. So I'm like trying to draw the metal and it's all streaky. Okay, let's go see what you guys got up to. We're gonna do the show and tell part of this. You had to say ice water, did you? Oh hey Enox, how's it going? Plate of Oreos. That's at least one Michelin star level food. I agree. Except for the no milk part. Oh thank you. I'm glad that you liked it. Oh thanks. Brush stainless concave mirror stuff. Oh that's good. What's happening? What's going on? Oh my gosh, Enox, what the heck? What? Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you for 2,000 bits. I didn't do anything to deserve that, but I'm glad you like the fancy spoon. Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh, I really appreciate that. Welcome in. Shay was just wishing you were here for tech issues. I don't remember what they were about now. You've erased my mind with all those bits. Thank you. Hey, Kudo, how are you? Posted some of your face drawings, so they're kind of 50-50 imagination. Oh, okay, well, thank you. Yeah, and see, we've had issues like that before. I appreciate you, you know, trying to think about that. The tech issue bat signal went up. I see. But yeah, I'm still excited to look at them. And just so everybody knows, I know that sometimes the art gym can be kind of like unclear about how to participate. We always have the showcase. So the monthly art showcase, if anybody makes work that you want to show off, that you want me to show off on stream, we'll give you shout outs, we'll do all that stuff. You can always drop one piece, just one piece per month, just to kind of help it not get too out of hand. I've been on a lot of showcase streams where they just go on and on because people will come in and like keep dropping in art, and then the streamer ends up, I wouldn't want to skip anybody, but I also don't have that kind of time. So that's why we do one piece per month, and the cutoff is the end of the month. So you have all of February to put whatever piece you're really proud of in there, and you can always change it. Like if you put something in there now, and then like 2 weeks from now, you're like, oh shoot, I made this thing and I really like it more, you can just delete your old post and make a new one. But yeah, it's just an opportunity to share the work that, the work that you guys are doing. And I'd love to show it off on stream. So if anybody's interested in that, you can join the Discord and go check out the showcase as well. But what we're gonna do is go into the art gym, and we're gonna look at what you guys did for studies. So specifically what we're looking for with the art gym is like stuff like this, like stuff drawn from observation. It can be observation from life, like we did today, or at least like I did today. Some people probably worked from images, which is totally fine. You can also do a photo reference as long as it's something that's real. We've been talking a lot today, and I'll try and think about how to do a style study without me being nervous about the internet. Maybe we'll do that sometime, because I do think it would be helpful, and I don't want anyone to walk away from here thinking the only way to get better at art is to only draw from real objects, because you need to be inspired by everything, right? If you want to find your own style and, you know, become better at drawing from imagination. But for this, we call it the art gym because this tends to be the less fun type of studying, let's be honest. Most people would love to watch their favorite animation and draw from that. Few people want to sit there and draw a Jif peanut butter jar. You know, I would not choose that of the two if I had the choice, but that is why it's called the art gym. It's kind of like we're accountability buddies to do the tough stuff together and just struggle together. So thank you guys for struggling with me. Let's get over to the art gym and see what you guys did. Let me catch up on chat because I know I missed some things too. Hold on. Why is everything so messy? I'm trying to figure out a way to like focus. I don't know how to do technologies. All right, here we go. So this was yesterday's, and we'll just look at everything that was posted since then, but let me check up on chat really fast. You're snowed in. I'm getting snowed in right now. Kudo. Let's see. Do you remember that time when Casey had to sing karaoke on stream and she yelled at us to leave and look away and cover our ears? I don't know if it went quite like that, but I was very embarrassed. Enox asks, what kind of PC or video card do you have? I don't remember for this one, actually. Shoot. I need to make a specs thing. So I built this PC in 2015. It's been a very long time. I could open it up and show you a picture. I don't remember. I think it's an NVIDIA graphics card on this one. I think the one at my studio is an AMC or an AMD. I think, yeah, I don't remember what. I'll have to look that up. Hold on. I'm probably getting this all backwards. Let me see if I can look that up on my computer really fast. This PC, properties. All right, processor is an Intel Core i7, 4790K, 4 gigahertz, 16 RAM. Probably needs more RAM. That was the first thing I was gonna upgrade. I don't see the graphics card. Yeah, I'll have to dig into my files. I keep meaning to make like a specs. All I can tell you is it's 10 years old. It was like top of the line at the time. But yeah, I don't remember the specific one here, sorry. Gotta practice all the things to improve our skills. Exactly, especially things we don't want to. Exactly, yes. Exactly, that's the whole idea. Gotta go. Okay, see you later. Thanks for being here and thanks for calling in tech support even though I'm super unhelpful. I appreciate the attempt, Enox. If I remember, I will try and get a spec list. I have my PC parts list for my computer I just built, my PC parts picker list, but this one I didn't use PC parts picker. Or if I did, I didn't save the list, so I don't remember what it is. How do you build a PC? Well, these days I feel like it's almost plug and play. It's not as tricky as I feel like it used to be. Yeah. Okay, let's look at what you guys have done in the art gym. So I'm gonna go and see what everybody else was studying underneath this one. Yeah, if you'd like to, and you sure don't have to. That's really nice of you to offer, Enox. I'll try and remember to figure out what that is. I need to actually open up the PC anyway, and it's due for a cleaning. So I'm gonna be opening it up probably today or tomorrow and kind of blowing out the dust and stuff. So I'll take some photos and take some notes and I can send them your way. Hey Rue, bye Rue. As a 12-year-old part, yeah. Oh, is it a 12-year-old part? I bought it in 2015. It should have been brand new. I don't know. Yeah, I know the i7 is still pretty relevant, but it is itself a pretty old CPU. Okay, let's look at HDMZ's figure studies that HDMZ did here. So again, when you do stuff for the art gym, guys, you don't have to do what I'm doing. You got in right at the beginning of the showcase or the share. Oh, I see what you're saying. yeah. I don't know what to call it. Share and tell, art share. I don't know. It could have been made new. I think it might have been made new because I got it new off the shelf. When everything was brand new from Micro Center. Okay. So these are some gesture studies, some anatomy studies from HDMZ, some really nice proportion studies, really good muscle studies right here. And muscles are tricky, but I love seeing you put in the work, HDMZ. If you guys want to follow HDMZ and all of his efforts doing studies of all kinds and just like streaming cool art here on Twitch, make sure you click that follow button right there for HDMZ. And thank you for participating. Sorry, I had a little hiccup there. Lovely stuff. I could, but I'll admit I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, it is very funny what they do. Yeah, we share art here, but we share specific art, I guess. Yeah, studies are super fun and really helpful, especially when you're looking at like muscle and bone connections, like studying how the radius and the ulna bone right here kind of rotate and figuring out how the wrist works. Like you can see HDMZ working through the anatomy problems here. Multiple iterations of the same thing from different angles. That's a really great way to practice and kind of solidify things for yourself for like how they fit together. So well done, HDMZ. Hope to see more from you. Good job putting in those gym hours and practicing. It's really what it comes down to, you know. And thank you, Centroa. And here we have Amaze drawing some kitchen items. Very nice, a little toaster. Very fancy toaster right there. Look at that, yes. Lovely line work as always, Amaze. Great structure drawings. You're always so good at this. Like, I mean, look at the shape here. This is beautiful. So yeah, go follow Amaze if you haven't. I already followed Amazing Fan 15, our lovely mod. You know him, you love him, he's always around. Appreciate you, Amaze, and I'm glad you're streaming art, and I hope that you're having a good time doing it. Yeah, these are great in great different shapes too. You've got like this super round, how come on, let me go back. The super round shape, and then the super square shape. Oh, I can only go this way, that's weird. But yeah, these are great. Very nice structures. Yeah, I know these angles are not easy. So Amaze makes line work look deceptively simple, but he's very good at structured drawing. Does a lot of character design, comic work, animation over on his channel. So make sure you go follow if you aren't already, if you want to support another art streamer, another recent art streamer here on Twitch. Wait, where did my heart go? Well done, Amaze. Thank you so much for sharing. Good shapes, yes. Yeah, indeed. And so, I don't know why I reacted with parastyrolysis, but I'm not taking it back, so there you go. Look, really nice job on the shine here, too. And right here. Love it. Love to see it. Thank you for participating, Amaze. And here we have one from Miss Art Rules. Miss Art Rules, what is this a... Okay, so for a second I thought it was an Etch-a-Sketch, but if you're still in chat, let us know what you were drawing today. But thank you so much for participating. I can't tell if you were drawing something from the kitchen or if you just drew an object near you. But it's always good to have... Oh, it's your TV! Oh, you have a big TV. My TV is mounted on the wall, but yours looks like it has a stand. Well, very nice. Good job looking around you and drawing what you see. That's kind of the whole point. Oh, it's a Mickey TV. Okay, I was gonna say, like, what are these knobs? That makes a lot more sense. Okay, that makes a lot more sense with all the round shapes I'm seeing. Thank you for the context. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm kind of jealous that you have a Mickey TV. That sounds like fun. Disney TV, right? So cute. Yeah, but good job looking around you and drawing what you see. That's kind of the whole thing. Is you know, it's not always the most fun thing to do, but it is gonna make us all better at whatever stage of drawing that we're at. And I love to see it. So thank you so much for sharing. Mickey TV. Let's see if I can find a mouse emote. Haha! It's the closest I got. But very fun. Thank you so much for sharing. Oh wait, TV. What am I doing? I just put Carnotaur on everything. Hold on, let's change the order there. Mickey TV. There we go. Very cute. Well, thank you, Miss Art Rules. Moving down to Sloppy Salamander, doing a sword study. So we did swords yesterday, and Sloppy very generously donated some images of her swords for us to draw. And it looks like, I don't remember what you said this one was for, but it looks very cool. And you did a lovely drawing of it, Sloppy. This looks fantastic. Great shading. Really nice structure. So it's always funny how, like, especially with swords, I was thinking about this yesterday because we were drawing swords. They're like deceptively simple looking shapes, but they're actually really hard to get right. Like getting this angle on this guard like this, like trickier than you would think. Like I kind of struggled with that yesterday. I don't know if maybe it was just me, but you did a great job. And with the little, like the perspective, like actually drawing what you see at the angle you saw it, I think that's one of the hardest things about observational drawing, is to really make yourself look more at the thing you're drawing rather than your paper, and to like really draw what you're actually seeing in front of you. It's a tough skill set to learn, but once you get like proficient at it, you can make things like this, which is great. Also really lovely shine detail here on the metal knob end right there. Really nice. It was the one you didn't mean to buy? What? You bought... What? Okay, you're like the only person I know who has ever accidentally bought a claymore. That's really funny. That's really funny. Well, it's a lovely addition to your collection. And you did a great job drawing it. You've clearly spent some time studying this thing. Right? Great detail. Yeah, the values are great. You made it look really shiny. I think that's the trickiest thing with metal. I need to challenge myself to draw more metal objects, because it's like getting that shine to look shiny in a drawing is so tough. It's like weirdly hard. It had been in your cart because initially you wanted that one, but I realized it was going to be way too big to carry. So now you put it on the wall. That's so funny. What a fun story. Let's find a sword emote. I love that. Beautiful, beautiful study. Thank you so much for participating and drawing along. And if anybody out there is still drawing and you didn't quite finish, you know, or whatever, feel free to like drop something in here later if you need to. You've, here's the Discord if you need it. As long as it's, like I said, as long as it's work safe and it's from observation, you can pop it in the art gym at any time. We'll show it at the end of stream. If you're a streamer, we'll shout you out. And then, of course, if you'd like to be a part of the showcase, that's once a month. And that's like one finished piece or something you're really proud of, a project you want to share. Hey, Paradox Moose, welcome in. That's okay. Or don't. You don't have to share stuff, guys, either. I want to reinforce that there are other places if you just want to share but you don't want it on stream. We got Works in Progress Share, which is a great place for sketches. I'm trying to think of a better name for that. It's supposed to be a place where you can put like stuff as you're working. So like if you wanted to show iterations of a project, it's way easier for us to see the progression there, but also just to post sketches and post like idea scribbles and stuff. And then Art Share is like the more finished stuff. So we don't share those on screen usually, but they tend to be more of like loosey-goosey, kind of less, less guidelines, because I'm not worried about a showcase there. But it's always, I love looking through there. I don't have time to comment on everything, but I love to look at it. And then of course up here in the stream events section, if you have any suggestions for studies, I've started a little list here of stuff people have requested. If you want to request certain studies, feel free to type it in here. I'll add it to the list. And then of course, stream schedule is where you can find what we're doing all month, or at least what we're planning on doing all month. So tomorrow we have the back and shoulders anatomy studies. If you'd like to join in on those, I'm looking forward to those because I really need to brush up on my shoulders and back muscles and things like that. So we're gonna be doing some figure studies, but focusing on the back, the human back. But of course, as always, feel free to put any kind of study you want. But this is why we call it the art gym, right? Because we're trying to get better together. So if you're looking forward to that, or if you also need some help with that, join us tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. And then tomorrow at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, we're going to be doing, hopefully, a co-stream with Diesel. We'll get a shout out from Diesel again. I think we shouted her out earlier, but if Ahmad wants to do that, feel free. If not, I can grab it. But she is a fantastic oil painter here on Twitch that you should absolutely be following. And if you're not, hopefully you'll get introduced to her tomorrow. But I'm just hoping my stream connection holds. I'm having a few issues with my internet connection over at the studio, so bear with me if that happens. But we're gonna try. We're gonna try our very darndest to have that happen. And I'm excited to bust open my oil paints and get the paint and canvas and stuff out. So yeah, that's what's going on tomorrow. And you can always find that here in the Discord if you go to the schedule section. If you want an event reminder, you can click this event at the top of chat. You can click interested and you'll get a ping whenever that event goes live tomorrow. So keep your eyes peeled. But yeah, that's what's going on here. Let's see if I can get my graphics card. So here's the other thing that happens with my graphics card. Other than the screen, like parts of the screen going black, or like the actual program going black, if too many things are running, I've noticed that this will not work if I have Krita open, for example, which is why I think I may have a graphics card issue. It's like it's too much and it like stutters really bad, my little end credits. But right now it looks like it's okay. So I closed Krita and it seems to be relatively smooth. So that seems to be the trick there. But thank you to everybody showing up in the credits. Thanks for all the new followers. It's so nice to meet you. Critical error. Paradox Moose. Moose, you know what happens when you're cheesy around here. Are you just hungry? Are you hungry today? Do you just need some cheese? Thank you, of course, to my moderators, the subs, the resubs, the cheers. Thank you. Very, very generous. I really appreciate that. And thanks for hanging out, as always. It means a lot. Thank you guys for keeping me accountable to making sure that I actually do these warm-up studies like I should be doing. And you know what? We're going to go raid. But I'll see you guys around, and if you need my socials or anything, there are socials as well. Always appreciate follows there if you want to support or just see what I'm up to. But let's go and raid. I usually try to find a work safe. Typically try to go family friendly, work safe, and then just like art that's safe on screen. Basically is kind of the order I look for raids in. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a day that VODs streams. So if she's on, aha! Let's go say hi to VODs. Yeah, this will be a perfect segue. So if you guys want to get introduced to Isel, she's fantastic. You're gonna love her. She's such a cheerful, wonderful personality here on Twitch, and we're going to be co-streaming with her tomorrow, so this is a good segue to go meet Isel if you haven't already. So stick around for the raid. I didn't know this until recently, but you actually get extra channel points if you follow through with the raid. So if you want to go get some channel points from me, I guess, I don't know. I didn't know that was a thing. But let's do, don't panic, it's Casey Raid. Yeah, let's go say hi to Isel. What a segue, what a time. Okay, there we go. So if you want to copy that, if you have a sub, you can use that raid call. If you can switch out the emotes for something else if you don't have a sub. But we're gonna go say hi to Isel. And I'll see you guys over there. I'll see you guys over there, and hopefully I'll see you around the internet, in the Discord, all the places. And